Hey, what up everyone? I'm Sinnycool, and this is Gems of War. And today we're going to be going over... They put out a little update about the 7.0 update, which did not happen yesterday. Another little screenshot. We got Tower of Doom going on, Yellow Tower of Doom. I saved my epic trials, so we'll be doing that. The last two battles, the highest level battles. Wherever it is, Leonis Empire. So I saved these, which I thought was pretty interesting. I thought there was some strategy involved if you thought about it. Or maybe you didn't need the strategy. It could go both ways. But let me get all set up here. Give me a second. Maybe we'll do dungeon first or something like that. Let's go do a perfect reverso, Uno reverse card of the dungeon. What up, Trey? How's it going, bro? What you been up to? Stacy, how's it going? Let me jump into the chat here. Okay. Going to all the wrong screens. Good start. Good start, buddy. Here, let's fail. Oh, didn't fail yet. Alright, bringing up the chat right now. Give me a moment, of course. If you're ever watching after the fact, if I put it out to the public, you can skip forward about 5 minutes, I would say. Maybe 3 minutes, something like that. Because I usually have to set up the stream. Do some stuff in the background here. To get it going. To get into the chat. Hopefully we don't have any problems today. Oh yeah, cool. Because, it says I'm offline. I hope that's not the case. Alright, so we got Trey. We got Stacy, we got Glorfindel, we got Funkytown. How's it sound, everybody? Having trouble here. On the back end. Alright, live chat. Hit the like. Ooh, appreciate all the likes right off Jump Street. That helps a lot. That'll get more people in here. More smart people, more people that ask questions. We got a hive mind here. A 50-50 team effort. And a lot of the people in the chat are really smart. So if I can't answer your question, they can. And if I can answer your question, they can add on to it. If I have a team, they have a team. You know what I'm saying? It's just extra good. Extra good stuff. To have smart people in the chat, too. Like Trey with the gifted membership went to Mr. Extreme, my guild leader. That's a good one. Alright, let's go. Let's do this Uno Reverso failure. Alright, figured. Okay. Well, you see, pretty much. I got the first one right, and then I got both the traps right after that. I have stopped buying Dragonite. I'm way too low on gems. If you look up in the upper right-hand corner there, I got 2,793 gems. It's pretty low. If I was going to go all out on an event, I'd probably need something like 2,500. So that scares me. Luckily, we have a vault event this weekend, so I'm not too bad off. I could probably get a bunch of them back if I go hard in the vault event. It's going to give me more incentive to go hard in the vault event. I opened up all my vault keys. I'm very low on gems. That makes me want to go hard in the vault event. So hopefully I have time to do that this weekend. I'm hoping to spend at least like 15 hours on it. You know, something like that. But I'm not going to buy the Dragonite until after the vault event. I've stopped. Probably a little bit too late, honestly. Got a little bit too low. Lower than I would like. But I'm not going to do the dungeon because it's boring, and maybe I'll do it later. What else do we got going on? Let's do... so we got Tower of Doom, we got Epic Trials. We got the 7.0 update screenshot thingy. Is it on here? Here we go. We can just talk about this first, I guess. So they put this in yesterday, and they did a screenshot on Twitter. So if you're trying to keep up with all the Gems of War news, you can't just go to the forums. You can't just keep your eye on the game. You actually have to also go to their Twitter. They do Facebook. I don't know why they don't put it out to everything all at once. But like if you're just specifically looking on the forums, for example, you wouldn't have even known that they put this out. Or the other trailer, or the other screenshot, until like a day later, until somebody from the forum actually posted it. Like, the devs aren't posting these screenshots on the forums, at least from what I saw. They should. because that's where most people go. I don't think everybody's staring at Twitter or Facebook all day for Gems of War stuff. But yeah, they put out a little picture of basically just these rewards, but it did say something about something called the Underspire. So a little bit of another hint for us. We had the trailer where it showed like a maze in the background. It said hopefully you bring enough supplies. So they're giving us little hints every time they do one of those. And the first one, the trailer, was like a big maze in the background with a bunch of dead ends, saying something like, hopefully you bring enough supplies. And then it had then the next screenshot was like a choice mechanic. Do you go to the garden or do you go down the stairs? Which one do you do? They had that. And they said pretty much, I think they said they would see us next week, which I guess meant the week after this week. I interpreted it to mean this week, but I was wrong. It's next week. So they put that one out, which had the choice mechanic on it, which was another hint. So it's called the Underspire, which the most recent screenshot told us. And it's some sort of maze where you bring supplies that you could run out of. And then in the second one, it had a choice mechanic. So we kind of have a few hints as to what it's going to be. Doesn't sound like it's going to be a treasure hunt rework or anything, but hey, you never know. Whenever they do a big update, like if it's a 7.0, a 6.0, a 5.0, a 4.0, even when they just do a regular update, they do more than one thing. They'll do the main thing, whatever the main thing is. They'll fix bugs, and then there's always like one or two other things. Usually it's some sort of beginner thing. They'll change something at the beginning of the game. They'll do something for beginners. They'll add a tutorial. That's usually what one of the other four things is. So whatever the main thing is, the beginner thing, the bug fixes, and then there's usually like one other little thing. So let's hope that that's a treasure hunt rework. That would be amazing, but I doubt it. But it's probably gonna be like campaign booty gems, this or that, if I had to guess. Or something to do with money. That's usually what it is. Some sort of way to get money out of you. So that would be my guess. If I had to guess, if I had to Miss Cleo the update, the 7.0 update, which is happening next Tuesday, confirmed by this right here. Countdown to 7.0 update. We got 7 of them. It started yesterday, 7 days from yesterday. If I had to guess what it would be, I would say it's the Underspire, which if we go by all the hints, it's some sort of maze with a choice mechanic, with some sort of supplies that you can run out of. Okay, so that's what the main thing's going to be. And it's probably something you can do every day, like delves, maybe 3 times a day. Or it could be an event, I don't know. It's one or the other, of course. And then the second thing they're going to do is bug fixes, of course, a bunch of bug fixes. Third thing they're going to do is some sort of beginner tutorial edition like they always do. And then the fourth thing they're going to do is some sort of money grab. So that's my guess for the 7.0 update. The only one we really have hints about is the Underspire. If you know anything on top of that, let me know in the chat. Maybe you found something I haven't found yet. You guys have been sending me these screenshots on the Discord. Like Brandon, for example, sent me that. Degen, AB. Can't say your name, AB. I'm sorry. It's crazy. I can't pronounce it. But you know who you are, AB. AB, Degen, and Brandon have been sending me all these screenshots. But hello there, Trey, Stacy, Glorfindel, Funky Town, Elias Sampson, Sir Michael. Funky Town Texas with the 5. Thank you so much. Appreciate you. You're a legend. May the rants be ever in your future. Yeah, could be. You guys got to trigger them. Sometimes. Florian's here. Sane's here. Welcome back, Sane. Hope you're feeling better. Dervicious is here. Got Elias. We got Chad with the 2. Thank you so much. You guys got that thing started. It is now rolling down the tracks. Trey ran out there. Got it going, or he got his rag, he's got his butt crack, and then Funky Town, Texas gets it started up, annoying the neighbors. And then Chad gets it moving on the tracks. Then Lady Outfit, a.k.a. Sane, gifted a membership. Thank you so much. Went to Mick Doubledad. Haven't seen Mick Doubledad in a while, but couldn't go to a better person. They're cool. Appreciate it, Sane. You are on the back kicking off them bandits. Them hillbillies. Funky Town listening in the background, cleaning house for new baby on Tuesday. Ooh, congratulations, man. Moni SoCal. What's up, Moni SoCal? Glorfindel gifted a membership. Went to Eli. See what happens? You come to the live stream, you get gifted a membership. Welcome to the choir. We must pray. It's a poop train fest. Yeah. And Glorfindel, of course, has his shovel. And Sane is guarding you to help you out. So you can throw that coal into the fire. Anyway, so that's the 7.0 update. Once again, if I had to say what I think it is, Under Spire is what it's going to be called. It'll be a maze or a dungeon or both. It's going to have some sort of supplies that you buy, and then you can run out of the supplies. There's going to be a choice mechanic. You can go this way or that way. What was the last thing? Whatever. Anyway, that's what I think it is. And then some sort of beginner stuff, of course, a tutorial, something to get money out of you, and then bug fixes. That'd be my guess. All right, let's do Tower of Doom to start off with, then we'll do the Epic Trials. I'm only on floor 7 because we've had quite a shake-up in our guild lately. So we do like an external chat for our Tower of Doom. And a lot of people that were doing the scouting left the guild. This was like a month ago. It's not been recent. But, you know, we haven't had a Tower of Doom in like a month or more. So we had to set up a whole new chat. And I didn't have the rooms on Monday. I didn't write them down on Tuesday. So I'm still only on floor 7. I got them now, though, so we're good to go. Remember, your guild will be completely different than mine as far as which rooms. Like, for floor 7 here, I'm going to go to room 2. Well, that could be completely different for you. Depends on your guild. Everybody's Tower of Doom is going to be different, except for within your guild. It'll be the same for everybody in your guild. That's why you use scouts. They tell you what's in each room. And then you use a sigil on every single room. So that's them saving you sigils. So you don't have to go through all 4 rooms and hit like an armor, for example. You don't want the armor. So the scout's telling you, okay, in room 4, there's an armor. Don't do that room. It's saving you sigils. So floor 7, room 2. I got High King Iron Gut. You could definitely switch this team up a bit. You could put some sort of skull spam on here. I got a lot of mana generation behind a High King Iron Gut. But I'm going to stick with it because I like it. But High King Iron Gut, Wand of Stars, Harpy Mage, the Bane of Mercy. So for me, like if the Bane of Mercy doesn't have alignment, I can cast Harpy Mage on second turn, which will get up my Wand or my High King Iron Gut, and then I can go from there. Let's get into it. Let's see what y'all are saying. What up, Crisp Purpose? Trey said morning. Stacy said good morning. Glorfindel says, is it Wednesday already? Yep. Funkytown, Texas says, good day, Cinny and fellow sinners. Then Trey was a legend and gifted a membership to Mr. Extreme. Stacy says, sounds good. Eli's says, hello. Sir Michael says, good morning. Funkytown, thank you so much. You're a legend. Dervicious, what's up? Morning Rain Man. Switcheroo. Funkytown is cleaning for a new baby. Everybody say congratulations to Funkytown. Something to look forward to. Yep. Sounds pretty cool. Crisp Purpose. Dwayne Martin. I have a question about Delves. I'm farming City of Thieves. Should I not do the weekly because it will increase my level? That was yesterday, so you don't have to worry about it today. But yeah, I was going to talk about that. Let me get this battle done, then I'll go talk about it. It's kind of confusing for some people. When I don't have alignment, I do Harpy Mage, and then... Okay, let's just do... Alright, now I still have the wand, you know what I mean? Instead of casting the wand right off Jump Street, if I have Harpy Mage, I cast it. Because the wand could get her back up, too. I look for alignment, though. Even though I don't need the purple, I got Explosions. That got up High King Iron Gut in a roundabout way. Everybody's cursed. I got a lot of curse on this team. We got Skulls. Pretty good. I think High King Iron Gut's a really good choice for this Tower of Doom. Whatever you have in the other 3 slots. Make sure you have some sort of curse, some sort of mana generation, maybe some sort of Skulls. But let's talk about City of Thieves. It is kind of confusing. Alright, so City of Thieves event was yesterday. And this is the best farming faction in the game. Why is it the best farming faction in the game? First of all, it has really good treasure rooms. So when you're farming a faction, you're going to hit all the rooms, right? And you want a faction that has a lot of treasure rooms, like guaranteed treasure rooms. I forget which ones they are, but of course it gives me a crappy layout here. But yeah, most of the time it has like multiple treasure rooms. It has a Cedric. It has, you know, it's really good for treasure. Second reason you want to farm City of Thieves is because you can use the Rowan team right here. This is when you're farming a faction, you're usually doing it in the beginning of the game. You're not like an end game player. You can do whatever you want when you're end game. You can progress past level 20 in City of Thieves if you want to. You don't have to leave it at 20 when you're end game and you're trying to get stuff to 500. When you're lower level or mid level and you're trying to still like open them all up and get all the troops and get all your horde levels to 100 and get all your qualities to 10, that's what this is for. Once you get past that, you don't have to do it anymore. You don't have to keep it at 20. Once you do all that stuff, once you have all your horde qualities to 10, and you have all your horde levels to 100, and you have every single troop from the underworld and all of the factions open, you can then, like, forget about City of Thieves and farming it if you want to. But it's mostly for those people that are still building up their underworld, still not done with it. They need chaos shards. They need, you know? So you're still using a team like this. If you're a high-level player, you might be using High King Irongut and Zul'Goth. You might be using something else, you know? But as you can see, I have the low-level team in here because that's who's going to be farming it. We got Golden Cog, we got Clockwork Sphinx, Rowan, and Leprechaun. One of the first Rowan teams you're ever going to use. And it clears in one shot on level 20. So those are the reasons why you pick City of Thieves. It can be Rowan can be used. It has really good treasure rooms, and you can clear it in one shot, and it's really fast, and you do it 3 times a day. And since it's so quick and you're clearing everything in one shot with the Rowan team that you're already using elsewhere, it's not like that much of a annoyance. You just do it because it's quick. You do all the rooms, and you do level 20 or level 30. Like, when I say do level 20, I don't really mean, like, you have to do level 20. You could do level 30, too. But just don't go to, like, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80. Unless somebody in the chat, you let me know. Maybe I'm missing something here, but here, let me get rid of this so I can show it. But there's a multiplier. If you look, there's 3 battles. So there's 0.5, there's 1, and there's 2. You want to keep those. I didn't retreat. I think I can run away still. Here. Probably should have just completed it, but you see these multipliers here? There's a 0.5, there's a 1, and then there's a 2 here. You pretty much can't keep the 2. Unless you were going to do level 20 and run away from the boss every single time, like every day, 3 times a day, which gets annoying. You need the chaos shards anyway, and when you open the chest, that's when you get the chaos shards. So you can't do that, unfortunately. You can't just sit there and leave it on 20 with a ×2 multiplier and run away from the boss every day, because you won't get to open your chest, you won't get your chaos shards. So then you have to, the 20 will end up being here, right? So it has ×1 multiplier, which is better than a 0.5. So you leave the 20 right here, that way you get the ×1 multiplier. And it's still easy, it's 20. But let's say you complete that, and now you got 30 here. You got 20, you got 30, you got 40. That's fine too. You can do 30 every day with the ×1 multiplier, as long as you can clear it with no problems. Like, nothing survives your Rowan, ever. If that's the case, then 30 is fine. It's the same thing, ×1. You know, you do it every day, 3 times a day. Just never complete the 40. So, but keeping it on 20 is like more for the event. When I say 20, just means don't go past 20, so you don't, you know, progress your City of Thieves. Because doing an event, going to 100 or 200 or 300 or 400, it will also apply right here. And you can't, it won't stay on 20 if you're doing the event going past 20. So 30 is fine too, I'm pretty sure. Let me know in the chat, because what you're looking at is the ×1 multiplier and keeping it in this position. Pretty sure. So it's confusing. So, like, if I had 20, 30, 40 here, so this one's 20, this one's 30, this one's 40. If I do 40, which is the ×2, it's going to progress to 50. And then if I do 50, which is the ×2, it's going to progress to 60. So you can never, like, keep doing the ×2. Eventually, you're going to run into stuff you're not clearing in one shot. It's going to get too high level. It's not going to be fast anymore. You're a low-level person. You're a mid-level person. You're not a high-level person. If you're a high-level person, go to 500. But if you're a low-level person, you're wanting to make sure you get this done every day and you clear it in one shot, and Rowan never fails at wiping stuff out in one shot. So you keep it on 20 or 30 so you can do that. And you keep it in this position with the ×1 multiplier, so you get, instead of 0.5, you're getting more than that, double that. So, and you just can't do ×2. That's why it's ×1, because you can't do ×2. So it's ×1. You want to keep your 20 right here. But if your 30's right here, that's fine too. Just don't ever make your 40 right here, because then you're progressing, and it's going to keep getting harder and harder. But yeah, the reason they even made this level 50 here, like, forever, is because you know, people were screwing up and going way too far and getting stuck and stuff. So now they put level 50 there. That way you can never screw it up and get stuck. Nobody's gonna, like, not be able to complete level 50. So you could sit here and farm level 50 over and over and over if you screw it up. But the better thing to do would be to go to the Warrens. If you already screwed up your City of Thieves, if you already screwed it up and you already went to like 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 100. If you went to 30, that's still fine. Do 30 on City of Thieves. But if you went to like 40, 50, 60, 70 and you're not clearing in one shot and it's annoying, you could do the Warrens. The Warrens pretty good as well. You can do the Skeleton Key team. Get a little bit of extra gold. The treasure rooms are still pretty good here. It's like a top 5 faction for that. You know, I don't know why it's not showing up right now, but just trying to spit in my face. But, you know, do the Warrens. If you don't have City of Thieves, if you can't do City of Thieves, do the Warrens. And then I think the other one would be, I think, Silver Necropolis is okay. If for some reason you have City of Thieves and the Warrens, you could do Silver Necropolis, which is purple and brown. So I guess you could do Secra or Chalcedony or Defiance or Cunning or Black Manacles with triple Wall of Tentacles, something like that. Wouldn't be the end of the world. It's not the end of the world if you progress past 2030 on City of Thieves. It's just the best. It's like when you're doing a triple Secret team or Secret with King Averlorn and you don't have the Book of Brambles. It's not the end of the world. It's just the Book of Brambles is the best. City of Thieves is the Book of Brambles of the Secret team. It's the best farming faction, but there is other places you could do it if you screw it up. It's not that big of a deal. You could do the Warrens, you could do Silver Necropolis. Anyway, let's go do some more Tower of Doom. I got time for the Doom. Which High King Irongut can't devour the Doom, but you're going to devour everything else. You're going to build your attack up. You're going to take skulls. You're going to kill the Doom with skulls. It's fine. But I hope I answered your question there. Dwayne Martin. So when you're doing the event, you do level 20, you do all the rooms, and then you run away from the boss. While you're farming day to day, you want to get your chest, so you don't do that. You just keep it on 20 or 30, and you do 20 or 30 every day, over and over and over. You do that second battle. You don't do the third battle. If you do the third battle, you're going to progress. You're never going to see that 20 or 30 again. So you do the second battle, the middle battle. And hopefully it's on 20 or 30, and you can clear it in one shot. But if it's an event, you do 20, you go to the boss, you do all the rooms, and then you run away from the boss. That way you don't, you know, progress it. You might even be able to go to 30. It's just safest to keep it on 20. Like, technically, and, you know, whatever. So, Moni SoCal says, will Switch have this too? I don't know. Rainman says we don't have the countdown to 7.0 on Switch. Sane says a bunch of bugs and bunch of sorry we effed up again gifts. Glorfindel says, okay, so our guild is currently on floor 79. It's a big waste of time, bro. Rainman says, make me think we're not getting it next week. I can rant about the Tower of Doom. Hey, what up, Taryn? Good to see ya. Everybody, you know Taryn, right? Taryn's World. The spoilers. Very helpful. Thank you very much, Taryn. I use your spoilers like every week. Dervicious says, how is everyone liking that new Mythic at this point in time now? I think it's like an above-average Mythic. Tyrion says, can't really chat or watch, but stopping by with a hi and like. Have a great stream. Thank you, Tyrion. Sane gifted another one, I think. It went to David Galgan. Appreciate that. You're a legend. That's your second one. I thought the... Wow, thank you. Grats Funky Town on new baby's arrival. You so blessed. Blessed and broke. I feel you, bro. Dervicious says, I wonder how many people screwed up their level 20 after this faction assault. Right? Yeah, thank you very much, Sane. Effie? Wish I'd known that when you first started, right? They don't tell you that. It's not the end of the world? Wait, what? Dwayne Martin? Okay, good, bro. Moni SoCal says, luckily, this newbie knew not to raise level in City of Thieves, thanks to Cinny's Discord. Alright. Good to hear. Alright, do we have Bane of Mercy? Not really. But, we have Harpy Mage, we have, High King Irongut. I'm gonna use Harpy Mage here, that way I still have the wand, if I need it. Now, let's do this. Because why not? Now they're cursed. Whether they need it or not, who cares? Just curse them. And wand again. And High King Irongut. Right here, I'm looking for skulls. We could do this, just do some damage. Grab the brown. There's the skulls. So not a big deal. The High King Irongut can't devour the Doom is like a non-issue. You get so much attack, you just gotta find those skulls. What was I gonna do? Oh yeah, talk about the Tower of Doom leaderboard. Just look at it. Would you look at it? Would you look at it? And that's first place. Are you gonna get first place? Just like honestly. Deep down inside. Do you think you're going to get first place? I don't think so. Probably not. Unless you're in the very, very top guild in the game. If you're in the first place guild, like the highest guild in the entire game that does the most and they're the best, and, you know, why you don't even need my advice anyway. So, you're probably not here. Are you going to get second? Are you really? Probably not. You're probably not going to get second. Even if you're trying. Probably not. There's only so many people. There's 60 people in the entire platform that are going to get first or second place. Are you one of those 60 people? Probably not. And even if you are, it's still a net negative and you lose gems. Let's start looking at maybe third, fourth, fifth, sixth. You know, you might get that. If you try really hard, your whole guild makes a concerted effort. They want to get on the leaderboard. They're trying super hard. Well, maybe you get fourth place or fifth place or sixth place. You get 100 gems. There's nothing else. There's no secret reward that they're not showing you there. That's what you get. 100 gems and 12 dooms. Like, why? What do you go... Like, when you do something and you're trying to get first place, you want that reward. You want the money or whatever it is. You want the trophy. You want the... Yeah, I guess some people want the glory of it. But, you know, let them have this glory. You don't need this glory. Like, go do a different leaderboard. Unless you're just getting first place on every single leaderboard in the game or something. Why are you going for this one? This is the worst one in the entire game to go for. It's terrible. Even if you get first place, you lose gems. And you're not going to get first place. Just trust me. You're going to have to buy way up in the shop. Everybody in your entire guild is going to have to buy way up past 500 to get it. The only way that this could possibly happen and be a positive would be if, like, one person in the entire guild buys up super high and goes super far. And even then, they can't do it all by themselves. There's no way they're going to get first place on the leaderboard all by themselves. This would take multiple people doing that. And maybe they can give back to the rest of the guild, because the whole guild gets the 500 gems. So maybe the bottom of the guild, the worst 5 people in the guild, get a positive outcome of the Tower of Doom leaderboard reward. But that's not going to happen a lot of the time, especially in the guilds that are winning it. They don't have a bottom 5. If they had a bottom 5, they wouldn't be a top guild. So there's like no scenario where I can think of that's a good thing to get the reward for the leaderboard here. It's all glory. This is like, you might as well forget about the rewards there. They just want the peen. That's it. If you're going up to floor 79, you're wasting time, first of all, which is very precious. You're wasting time. That's a lot of time wasted. You could have done something else and gotten way more out of it. Don't you got a, difficulty 12 explorer? Are you done with your completely done with your underworld? Or you could farm merchants and angels. You could go farm verses for this weekend's vault event. Why are you sitting there and doing floor 72 of the Tower of Doom when you could be farming verses or farming tokens or farming merchants and angels? What are you doing? How do you have so much time in your life to go to floor 72 or 63 in the Tower of Doom? It's crazy. I don't get it. It's the time mostly that baffles me. Like how much time you're spending on that. And then the reward is terrible. That's the other 50%. You're not getting anything for your time. You're just wasting time. You're literally wasting time. Whatever your reason is for going to floor 72, it's still a waste of time. You don't have a good reason. There's no possible way. But thank you, Glorfindel, for starting that one up. I don't get it. I don't get it. Why they go for that. Maybe somebody will explain it to me one day. But I'm pretty sure it's just peen and having way too much. That's like rich people buying, like, hunting human beings on an island somewhere. That's what the leaderboard is for Tower of Doom. They're just so bored with their life. They're so rich that they have nothing better to do, that they do this movie scenario where they release people on an island and go hunt them because they're so bored of regular hunting. They're so rich. There's nothing satisfies them anymore. They got to go for the Tower of Doom leaderboard. They have nothing better to do anymore. They're just so rich. That's the only scenario I could think of. Let me know in the comments, though, like, why would you go for the Tower of Doom leaderboard? The real reason might be they don't look at the rewards and they don't know how terrible they are, and so they think that, hey, it's a leaderboard, let me go for it. Normally, I get a power orb. Normally, I get a major orb of chaos, which could be a glory, a major glory, or a major pet, something I actually need. But I guess they didn't look at it because it's just gems and copies of a Doom. It's pretty terrible. I don't have conversion. Let's just take whatever. Boom. Boom. See, I'd rather use the Harpy Mage to get up the High King Iron Gut. Then I can use the wand right after I use the High King Iron Gut type stuff. Get our extra turns. Do our wand now. Let's do this. Make sure they're all cursed. We had alignment anyway. Start devouring stuff that isn't already missing a bunch of HP. And let's kill them with skulls. And kill them with skulls. Pretty easy. Mike D's a freaky legend. Unbreakables on Xbox are #1 on Tower of Doom, every Tower of Doom event. See, that's a reason at least. That's at least a reason. We get first place every Tower of Doom. We're not going to stop now. That's a reason. Effie or whatever I'm sorry, you got the one there. Is it Effly? Or is that an I? Is it an I or an L? Whenever I do a 1, I use it as an L, but I guess it could be an I also. Effie says, akin to rich people hunting humans. I thought this was Gems of War, not Morbid podcast. Well, welcome to the stream. I try to entertain as well. I like to rant and rave, and of course I'll answer any question you got about Gems of War, and I'll show you the topical stuff. We're doing Tower of Doom. We're going to do the Epic Trials. I told you about the update, but I think it's fun to also rant and rave and stuff like that, so try to entertain y'all. Not just go, match the Brown, and then we'll cast the Harpy Mage, and then I'm going to do the High King Iron Gut, and he's going to get an extra turn, and then I'm going to cast my Wand, and then I'm going to cast my Bane of Mercy, and then I'm going to win. If I just do that the whole time, it's boring. Alright, do we got Bane of Mercy? Let's go right back into doing it. No, but we got this green. A little overhang, extra turn right there. And we got the wand. We could cast that dang old wand right now. Let's do it. Let's do her. Do her real good. Alrighty. High King Iron Gut into a skull situation. Oh my goodness, that one is not devourable. We're gonna have to curse that bad boy. Where are we gonna do that? How are we gonna do that there? Let's do this. Let's do this. Let's curse them right now. Curse of the wand. Now we can devour them. Let's devour them now. We got that big old extra turn, but you know what? That High King Iron Gut got an extra turn too, so we can always take this afterwards. Bang! We could do Bane of Mercy just for fun. And we got Skulls. Skulls are great. Sometimes I like to speak in the hillbilly voice because then you can hear my actual voice and know that I'm not really one of those. But I know how I could talk like that if I wanted to. Dang old Lightforge Scroll and 2 Tie-Collar XP right now. Dang on it. People from other countries probably already think I have a somewhat of an accent. Imagine if I talked like that, though. Floor 9 is... Room 2 is the unlock. So we're going to go to that dang old Room 2 right now, y'all. TOD rework in the future, says Chad. I think they're going to do them more often, will be the rework. I don't know that they're going to change the way we do it, but I think they're going to make them happen more often. That'll be my guess. That's what I've heard. That's the rumor going around. I'm bringing you all the rumors. Todd Greenwood with the evening news. Good night and God bless. We might have Tower of Doom more often coming soon. This has been Todd Greenwood with the news. Alright, do we have Bane of Mercy? No. Let's do the Wand. Let's do our Wand situation. And we got High King Iron Gut. And why not do Harpy Man? Oh, let's do this. Don't forget to take the Skulls. Got some blue. Got the Bane of Mercy. Could shake up the board, make something happen. We got the Skulls now. Because of the Bane of Mercy. Maybe. She helped us win. Even though we didn't need the purple. She made the board different. That way we could take Skulls. And then we won. Because of that. You know what I'm saying? Floor 9, that's all we got. So, unfortunately, my scout didn't do every single room. You know how I feel about that. But it's okay because I love the person. And I forgive them. I forgive them. It's okay. I know they watch the channel. So I know they're probably doing it right. It's just when it's like a complete stranger doing the scouting. That's when it's a problem. And you don't know if they're doing every single room. That's my other ranting and raving about Tower of Doom. I'm very passionate about the Tower of Doom, you know? When you're a scout, you gotta report every single room, please. Unless everybody knows you and, like, knows you're hitting every room. Because otherwise... And how is that even possible with guilds these days? You have new people in your guild, like, every week, right? Most likely. So even if you're conceited enough to think everybody knows you're doing it the right way, which they don't, you got new people, especially from this Tower of Doom to the next Tower of Doom, which is 11 weeks. You're going to have at least one new person in 11 weeks, right? Are they going to trust and believe that you're doing every single room without you saying so? They shouldn't. They're very, they're too trusting of the world if they're doing that. That's crazy. That's why you got to do every single room. It's not because, like, everybody doesn't trust you, or, you know, most people probably know you and they know you're doing it right and everything, but there's new people in your guild. Like, it's 11 weeks. That's a long time. You know you got at least one or two or three or 10 new people since the last Tower of Doom. They don't know you. They don't know if you're doing every single room. So it's just, don't be lazy. Just report every single room. It's the ideal way to do it. Or do the, there's like the Terran's World, by the way, who's Terran is here right now. They have a thing you can do on their website where you can plug in the Tower of Doom stuff. I don't use it, but I need to. I should. Maybe do that instead. But the people that do an external chat or the guild chat and they don't report every single room, that's like a pet peeve of mine. It's like you're so whatever that you think everybody knows that you're doing all the rooms. You gotta at least say it. At least say that. Like, I'm doing all the rooms. I'm too lazy to report every single one of them, so I will just report the unlocks. I will just report the lucks. But I'm letting you know right now before I get started that I am hitting every single room. I just don't feel like writing them all down. So, but I'm letting you know, at least. At least let them know. If you're going to do that, at least let them know, you know? Come on. 'Cause there's new people in your guild. Come on. There's got to be. There's no guild on the entire Gems of War platforms that they don't have a new member once every 11 weeks. There's no possible way. So just report every single room. Or at least say, I'm hitting every room. I'm only going to report the ones that you should hit. And then go ahead and be lazy. That's fine. I can't say too much because I never scout. That could be the ultimate rebuttal to everything I'm saying. Well, Senny, you don't ever scout, so what are you talking about, you dummy? Well, I have a YouTube channel, so I gotta like kind of save mine for like today, like Wednesday. So I can't scout on Monday. Like, if you're gonna be a scout, you gotta spend a ton of gems, which I don't have, by the way, remember. You gotta jump on it on Monday morning, or else somebody else will. And, you know, I'm doing the weekly preview. I'm doing my team's videos. I'm too busy on Monday. My other job is totally busy on Monday, too. Like, Monday's crazy for me. And then, by the time it's Tuesday, they've already scouted up to, like, 15. And I just, you know, that's why I don't scout. Basically, because I have a YouTube channel. And I want to save some of the rooms, too, for like, today. That'd be the ultimate rebuttal to anything I'm saying. Talk about reporting you don't even report any rooms, bro. Yeah, at least I report something. You don't report nothing. That's what you should say. Let's do this. And, I guess we could do the wand. I really don't want to. I want to kind of save it. Probably should have done it, though, especially since I didn't surge enough there. Now I'm going to have to do it anyway. Look like an idiot. Alright, now let's do this. Now we can. We're so close. I don't want to waste the wand. Let's do that. Guess it wouldn't have mattered. Anyway. Hey, what up, Allie? Thank you for the gems again the other day. How's it going, Worm Skull? Waving right back at you. Alright, floor 10, we got room 2, room 3, and room 4. And another thing, when you're writing down your rooms, like maybe you take a notebook, maybe you take a screenshot and you're smarter than me, maybe you do Terran's World and you're smarter than me, but I just do a little notebook and I write down all my rooms because I'm like on live stream, so I can't go check them. I have to do a notebook, but I'll write down like what's, like for this one, for floor 10, I put room 2, F. And then I put room 3, U. And I put room 4, L. You know? That way I know which one's the unlock, which one's the luck, which one's the fireball. And because you're going to have like heroism scrolls later, and you're not going to want to use a hero, like this would be a terrible floor to use a heroism scroll. Because you don't get all the rooms. I'm pretty sure. Somebody said you do, but I think they're wrong. Because when you use a heroism scroll, if I was going to use one right here, just click on this, use scroll. You don't do any rooms, first of all. If you're going to use your heroism scroll, first of all, don't do any of the rooms on the floor you're going to use it on, because that's a waste. You can just go straight to the boss room, click this, use scroll. Did you know that? I'm sure you did, but there's probably one person out there that didn't know that. If you have a heroism, you don't have to do any rooms. You can just go straight to the boss room, use it. Now you cleared the whole floor. So in saying that, you don't want to do a floor where there's like a luck or a fireball or a heroism, because you don't get it. You don't get it. You only get the doom. It only takes you to the next level. I'm pretty sure on that. Like 90% sure. You could convince me I'm wrong on that, but I'm pretty sure. So there's strategy involved. Like this floor, I would not use my heroism because I know there's a fireball in there, there's a luck in there, and I would miss those. There's a little bit of strategy. And you also don't want to like use your scrolls down low. You want to wait till you're up in like the 20s, or at least the past 15 or so. You don't want to use them early. You want to clear a whole floor that's actually hard, that has no lucks and no fireballs and no heroisms. So if I look ahead, you know, floor 11 would be okay. It just has an unlock and nothing else. So that would be a good floor to use heroism. Floor 13 just has an unlock. Those are the type of floors you want to use your heroism on. But further up. Wait till later. Do like a level 20, a floor 20, or floor 23, floor 19, something like that. Then you can tell, if you write them all down beforehand, you can see like, okay, I'm going to get a fireball on floor 20. So, you know, or I'm going to get a heroism on floor 24. So I might as well use my other heroism now, because I'm only going to go to floor 26 because I'm smart. And I'm going to use my heroism on floor 25, so I might as well use my other heroism, like now, before it's too late. And you can choose, like, hey, I'm going to use a fireball on this room because it's got a luck in it. And fireballs just clear a room. They don't clear the whole floor. That's all you want to take. Unlock, luck, heroism, fireball, and haste, if you think. You don't have to take haste. Like, I probably don't have to take haste. I have enough turns. I bought up to the weapon. I probably don't need them. But it's no harm, no foul. You can't lose turns going to a haste room. The worst thing that happens is you break even. And even that is fine because you're building progress to the next Valraven. Every battle you do builds progress to the next Valraven. So doing a haste room is, like, better than break even. And potentially there could be a Valraven in the haste room, and then you gain sigils. And then, like, even if you're going to have, like, let's say you already know you're going to have enough turns, you don't need to do the haste. Well, doing the haste will give you extra sigils, and you can use the extra sigils at the end. It's another part of the strategy. If you got, like, 10 extra sigils and you're on floor 24, you can get extra stats by using extra sigils. It's pretty fun. It's more strategic than you would think. Up there in the 20s, and on which rooms you use which, and how many sigils you have, and especially if you go to floor 26. If you're just going to floor 70, there's no strategy. You're just doop-a-doo, climbing the tower like, I don't know, like Steve-O or something. I picture a guy looking like Steve-O just climbing a tower if you're going to floor 70-something. Like, you're not doing any strategy. You're just going, you're doing every room, and you're going all the way to the top. You're not thinking about, well, I got 5 sigils left, and I only got 1 room left, so I can use all 5 sigils on this room because I'm only going to floor 26 like a smart guy. I'm not Steve-O. I'm not climbing all the way to the top, jumping off like a weirdo. Unless you're in a guild. If you're in a low-level guild, let's say you have to go past floor 26. That should be your cue that you're in a bad guild and you need to go and get into a better guild, honestly. If you have that excuse, and it's a good excuse because you're like, I want all rewards, I'm going to go higher than 26 because I need more points because I know my guild sucks and they're not going to do their share. Well, that's your cue to go get into a better guild because you know, like, your guild sucks and you're, like, admitting it because you're going higher than floor 26. because you have to, because you need to get extra points, because you know nobody else is going to do anything. That's your cue. Get the heck out of there. That guild sucks. Don't do that. That's the only other good excuse I've ever heard. Well, I know the bottom 15 people aren't going to do anything, so I got to go a little bit higher. Well, guess what? You should start looking for a better guild. That should be your cue. If you're Steve-O, climbing the tower to floor 70, you should look for a better guild. I better catch up in the chat, huh? Who summoned in Cletus? Leave a like for the rants, yeah. Effie says, entertainment at its finest. Yeah, Sane, I hope you're doing better. Rainman says, Cletus on break from fixing carburetors. Decided to jump on real quick. Brandon's here. Hey, Brandon, I shouted you out earlier for helping me with the spoilers and stuff with the 7.0 update. I do appreciate that. Especially the one yesterday, where it pretty much told me the update wasn't happening yesterday. That way I didn't have to sit there and refresh gemsofwar.com for like 2 hours straight every 5 minutes. Because there's so much competition on YouTube right now that I gotta like refresh gemsofwar.com every 5 seconds. Allie says, I do every room, but I don't scout. I can't handle the stress of reporting the rooms. Yeah, that's the only thing. Like, the only guild thing where you're going to have to communicate and socialize with your guild. This is the only event. Unless you're, like, super high-level guild wars and you're all going to do certain defend teams or something, I guess. But Tower of Doom's, like, the only event where you have to communicate with your guild. Brandon says, Monday, August 7th, next Tower of Doom. So is that any closer? Yeah, that's like a month away. Less than a month, right? Cool. Cookie Man is here. Yeah, it could definitely change, Brandon. You know how that is. Taryn knows how that is. Wormskull says, lazy scouts rely on treasure maps to farm gems. Yep. Probably the same person. Allie says, same reason I don't ever want internet responsibilities anywhere. If you want me gone, the quickest way is to give me powers. A fancy rant reprise. Lazy scouts, yep. Power, yeah, you could do power. That's the next one. If you were going to do another, that would be the one I'd recommend. But I don't recommend it. I don't recommend it. You know why? Let me explain that. That's a thing that people don't know too much. This might turn you off from doing powers from now on. Look at the stats you get, right? So you'd think, oh, why don't we take all the magic? Then our whole guild has more magic, right? Why don't we take a power, then we get like 1 to every stat? Isn't that what power does? It gives you 1 to every stat? Or it gives you 1 point towards every stat? Because if you look at it, if you get a life scroll, you don't get a life. You don't get a life. You need 10 life scrolls to get the next life. And you'll get to plus 14. You'll get 1 life if you get 10 life scrolls. You're not, if you get that 1 life scroll, it's only going to say 5 out of 14, and it'll still be plus 13. It's doing nothing. It's doing nothing. Even if your whole guild takes all the life scrolls, what are you going to get? Maybe 1 extra life? Like from now on. Let's say from now on, everybody in my guild takes all the life scrolls all the way up to floor 26 from now on. We'll be lucky to get 1 more life. And that's 30 people wasting sigils every time they do that. It's crazy. The armor one. We need 18 more armor scrolls to get plus 1 armor. 18. We probably can't even get that with the rest of the event. So every time you take an armor scroll, you're wasting a sigil. Because you're not going to get there. You see the little 1 out of 19 under there? People don't pay attention to that. When you get an armor scroll, you're not getting armor. You're getting progress to the next armor. Attack, 0 out of 14. We would need 14 mother effing attack scrolls just to get to plus 14. That's crazy. It's a waste of a sigil. Magic, we need 2 more. That would be okay. If we get 2 more and get 1 more magic, that wouldn't be too bad. But that still is a waste overall. Especially, let's get 2 more magic scrolls, and then we need 13 of them to get to the next magic. That's 13 people wasting 13 sigils. to get 1 magic. Pretty crazy. And then the power gives you like 1. It doesn't even give you stats, I don't think. It gives you like 1 progress for each one. So it's a little bit better than like taking a magic. Taking a power is slightly better than taking a magic scroll. But still not worth it in my opinion. Maybe early on. Because, you know, the scout's going to be doing all the rooms. So you're going to have like 3 or 4 scouts hitting all the rooms. So they're going to get like the 1 out of the 1, the 2 out of the 2, the 3 out of the 3. By the time the scouts are done, it's not worth it anymore. It's not worth it to take any life scrolls, armor scrolls, attack scrolls, magic scrolls, even power scrolls, in my opinion. It's a waste of a sigil. By the time the scouts are done, you're going to have to get 5 scrolls just to get +1. Or 6 scrolls, or 7 scrolls, or 8 scrolls. So that's what's up. Tower of Doom is there's a lot of stuff to talk about and a lot of stuff to understand. I like it though. Floor 10. We got to do 2, 3, and 4. Just imagine you're taking magic scrolls and you need 15 of them just to get +1 magic. You're taking that 1 magic scroll room is barely doing anything. You're getting a very small amount of progress to the next point of magic. And then that 1 magic, is that going to make a giant difference anyway? We're using High King Irongut. I don't even need magic. You know what I'm saying? It's already a waste. And then if you really think about it and apply it to this team, I don't need magic anyway. I'm using High King Irongut. That's a giant waste for me to go take a magic scroll room. At least Power Scroll gives you 1 to every stat. But even then, you're not going to get any stats by taking a Power Scroll. You're going to make slight 1 out of 15 type of progress towards the next stat. I bet you somebody here did not know that. Somebody here. Somebody watching late or something. You got to look closely at those stats. People don't even look at that screen, I bet you. They think when they're taking a magic scroll, they're getting a +1 magic to the entire guild or something. It's not true. The scouts already did that. The scouts already got the easy magic and the easy attack and the easy armor, and by the time they're done, it's too much. It costs too much to go after the rest of the stats. Let's do this. Why not? Might set up something for us like this. Who cares that they're hitting us? No big deal. I got this. And I probably should have just did the wand. Get out of here. Robert, what up, Robert? But yeah, power would be the next best one after the ones I said. Most important, most likely, is the unlock, just because it's how you progress to the next floor. But, you know, heroism can take you to the next floor, too. Lucks are worth twice as much as killing the boss. So lucks are really good, too. An argument I've heard about not taking luck is that your guild is going to have enough points anyway. You don't need to take the luck. But I still take them. I mean, it's like a safety blanket. It's double the points. You don't want double the points? If you know your guild already has all rewards, you could skip the lucks at that point if you want to. Just like the haste. There's no harm, no foul. Taking the luck is double the points. It just... Not taking it is kind of a waste. But I've had a technically guy come in before and be like, well, what if your guild's all the way done and they got all rewards? You don't really need the lucks anymore, right? Because why do you need any more points if you got all rewards? You don't. So in that specific situation, if your guild's completely done with the all rewards, then you could skip the luck rooms if you really want to. And the haste at that point. All you would be doing is going to floor 26 and getting your scrolls. Every single person should go to floor 26. Because you get the weapon scrolls. They're easier now to get than ever. So there's no reason to go up to 1,000,000 gems in the shop and buy a bunch of extra ones, because you can get the orbs now. But to go get your free scrolls to upgrade your doomed weapons, you got to go to floor 26 to get all those free scrolls to upgrade your doomed weapons. See how much there is to talk about with Tower of Doom? It's pretty crazy. Keep thinking of something else. Robert says, would you say that if your guild can never get up to the highest tier in any event, it's time to switch guilds? Yes. Yep. Unless you're like the lowest level in the guild and you're just hanging in there and trying to level up and you're a beginner. Yep, that's time to leave a guild. I've done a video on that before. Signs you're in a bad guild or signs you're in a good guild. I think I did one of the two. And that's one of the signs. If your guild's never completing events, you're in a bad guild. Or you're a very early beginner that's just joining whatever guild and you're trying to just open up your kingdoms and stuff. Like, if you're a beginner, then it doesn't matter what guild you're in, really. If you're a mid-level player, an in-level player, high-level player, and your guild's not completing events, every single event, that's your sign, that's your cue. You should look for a better guild. Even if they're only getting to stage 11. That's still failing. You got to get to stage 12 and get all rewards. There's a major orb of chaos there. That's potential glory orb, potential orb of minions for the entire guild. Your guild is failing. If they're only getting to stage 11, stage 10, you should have your eye out. You should put your resume out there. Like, update your resume because you need to go find a better guild. If you got all the beginning tutorials done, you got all your kingdoms open, your underworld's all open, you know, at a certain point in the game, everybody starts in a crappy guild. You're not going to start in the best guild ever. And you stay in that crappy guild until you're ready to move up to a better guild. If you're not ready, then that's a different story. But if you're ready to move to a better guild and your guild's not completing events all the way through, that's your cue that you're not in a good enough guild for your place in the game, for your skill level, for your level. What up, Mark Joey? No problem, Sane. If you're the scout, then you're doing every room anyway, so, you know, you're not doing nothing wrong by taking a power. And you're giving the whole guild stats. You're like the only one, though. Nobody else in the guild's going to be able to give the guild stats except for the scouts, really. Monet SoCal says, what if your guild doesn't have scouts? Then you should look for a better guild. Or be the scout yourself. It's just very expensive. Scouts have to spend a bunch of gems. That's why I don't like to go super. I'd go hard at them. But I also understand they could say back to me, well, you never scout, so what are you talking about? You know, I'm lazy, I don't report all the rooms. Well, you don't report any rooms. So how do you have any room to talk? I'm just telling you the best way to do it. Like, I want you to be better. Mark Joey says, hey, I know this isn't part of this, but the percentage in one of the chests doesn't add up right. What do you mean? For what? Mr. Extreme! You're now a member. You got gifted earlier. Chad says, Krim has been doing the scouting for the pirate ship Sane. I sent him some gifts to help along. Hey, that's a good idea. Send your scout some gifts. Glorfindel says, I have a fun team using the new legendary troop. If you're interested, it uses Ironhawk. Okay. Let me finish up what I need to do today. That's a good thing. That's a topical. That's topical, though. Yeah, Allie, no one expects you to, we just want you to be. Robert says, thanks. Yeah, I think it's time for me to put out that resume. Then it's frustrating that I always buy up to tier 4 for sigils and we never complete anything. Yeah, you're, carrying your guild on your back. You don't... It's fun to do that a little bit, be a big fish in a small pond. I think everybody should do that a little bit, when you're, early, mid-game. But don't get stuck there. Some people get stuck being the big fish in the small pond. You're just hurting yourself. If you're getting first place in every event, that's kind of neat. That's kind of neat for, a month. But if you continue to do that, that's another sign you're not in a good guild. If you get first place in every event. I've never said that one before, but that's a sign you're not in a good guild. Don't you want people that are doing the same amount as you? Don't you think somebody else would get first place eventually? Don't you want other people in your guild that are as good as you are? Well, if you're getting first place in every single event, you're not in a good guild. I know it's fun. I know it's like a peen thing, and I'm first place. Well, you're first place in the level 500 guild way down there. Yeah, okay. But that's not that good. You're first place out of, like, you know, down there in the 2,000, 3,000. There's 30 people in each guild. And you're in, like, the 100th best guild or something. And you're first place in the 100th best guild. What about the other 99 guilds ahead of you with 30 people in them? You're not that good. Just because you're getting first place in a crappy guild, you're really nothing. You need to go move up into a better guild. You're just hurting yourself by doing that. Just don't get stuck there. It's fun to do for a little bit. Go get first place for a month straight, and then, like, move on. Don't get stuck there for, like, years, getting first place in every single event. That means you're in a bad guild. There should never be one person that's getting first place every single time. If you notice that, you're probably in a bad guild. Because there should be other people that are as good as that person. You should have a whole guild full of good people. Not just one guy that's doing everything. Even if it's not you. That could still be a sign you're not in a good guild. If it's just one person getting first place all the time. Unless they're just literally the best Gems of War player in the entire world. And you're probably already in the highest level guild. If you're in a top 10 guild already, none of this applies. If you're in a top 20 guild already, none of this applies. Because you're already up there. You're already in a good guild. If somebody gets first place every time in a top 10 guild, it doesn't apply to those guilds. If you're in anything under, like, top 25, and somebody's getting first place every single event, you're probably not in a good guild. Because there's not enough people to even challenge that person. They're not good enough. Your guild's weak. There's one good guy carrying your whole guild. Let's see. I like to do that. I know it's not always the right move, but why not use it? They're not cursed or nothing. Alright, well, whatever. Devour that. Could do this. Maybe get some skulls. Do we got any extra turns? Kill that. Do this. Devour and skulls. This is pretty fast if you're not streaming, not talking, not ranting and raving. It's pretty fast. Just high King Iron Gut the crap out of them. Alright, so that's everything there. Let's do the Doom. Allie's being all she can be in the army. Yeah, Allie, you should not go anywhere. You're in a top 20 guild, so... Lady loves the teamwork in this event. Sane. Wormskull says they need a system to increase guild member cap to reward active guilds. Yeah, just not too high or everybody would be in the same guild. Yeah, go ahead and recruit for your guilds in the chat. I don't care. Robert says, I think it also depends on the guild's requirements. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's true. You can't get into a guild that you can't... Make sure you can do the requirements. Mine insists on getting all 2,000 seals every week. That's mostly achieved, but no requirements on contributing to events. Yeah, just make sure you're comfortable with, like, the guild task requirements, like the gold. Just don't do anything... Make sure you get that amount of gold every week at least, and you're not going to, like, lose... If you find yourself in a guild where your gold is going down every single week and you're starting to worry about, like, not being able to give enough gold for the requirement, you're probably in a too high level of a guild. That's why I never wanted to join a guild where it was like 2 million or 3 million or something. It's just too much. I think 1 million's like the most I would ever want to do. I don't have that much time to be farming 3 million gold a week. That's what the top guilds, like top 10, top 5, they're probably saying at least 3 million or something. Who knows? Somebody in the chat will probably say, my guild does 5 million. It's pretty crazy up there. But that would be like, okay, I know I'm not in a good enough guild. I'm going to save up gold, wait until I have enough, and then I'm going to go to a better guild with a gold requirement. I'm going to choose a guild where I know I can do the requirement every week. But at least there is a requirement. At least everybody in the guild has to give that much. You're not going to be the only one. Everybody in the guild's going to be given that much, so... Let's just do this. Curse them. I need High King Iron Gut. Come on. Alright, just need skulls now. There they are. One shot. Yeah, we're doing fine. You know, there's some turbulent times, but most of the time, guilds recover. No matter who leaves, it's just like anything, you know? You might be the best guy at your job, and you leave, they're gonna figure it out, you know? You're hoping when you leave, like, oh, they're never gonna be able to replace me. I was doing everything there. I was the best worker. I was doing everything. What are they going to do? They don't even know how to use that machine. They don't even understand how much work I was doing. I was doing overtime, like 1 or 2 hours every single day just to get my work done. They're never going to be able to replace me. Well, guess what? They're going to eventually. They might have trouble at first, for the first month or two, and you're going to be like, ha ha ha, I bet you wish that I was still there. But eventually, they're going to recover and figure it out. They'll hire 2 people to do your job or whatever. They'll go steal somebody from a place that's just as good as you. They're gonna figure it out eventually. Same with guilds. If 5 of the best people leave, it'll hurt for a little bit and it might take some time, but eventually it'll be fine. We're gonna figure it out. We'll get a couple people in. We'll get a couple people that go out. Couple more people in, couple out. Eventually, we got 5 people that replaced the 5 people that left. It's never going to continue. The whole guild's not going to collapse. The whole business is not going to collapse. They figure it out eventually. Or they existed before you started working there. The guild existed before you started in this guild. Like, it existed before you were there. So, they obviously did it without you at some point. So, no matter how much you do in a guild or at a job, when you leave, yeah, it might hurt for a month or 2, but they're going to figure it out. You didn't exist at that place forever since they started. They did it without you at some point before you got there. They're going to be able to do it without you after you're gone, too. That's just the reality. I tell that my old lady, she works really hard at her job. And sometimes she talks about quitting and stuff. I'm like, you know, you probably are the hardest worker there, and it's going to hurt them real bad, but they'll figure it out. It's not like they're going to close down the business if you leave. They're not going to. So, anyway, let's do something else. I'll do the rest of this some other time. Do you want to see the team code? Floor 11 is room 4. Let's just do one more floor. Here's the team code. The team code. The Ooski code. The ogre code. Time to get your booty out of there, Robert, says Cookie Man. Other Barry says Chaos by Nature just lost 3 Russians. Come one, come all. Glorfindel says, okay, remember, it's fun. Geomancer class, talents obvious, Kraken banner, double seasons into Anu, Wand of Stars, Ironhawk, Garyon, King Bloodhammer. Keep that barrier. Yeah, Mana Bombers is doing fine. You feel like Grim Death? What's up, Mr. Extreme? You're not able to chat in the game, so I probably don't know. A giant dead oak tree. Yeah, we filled up in like 2 hours, right? And hey, no shade at the people that left back then. Those were all awesome people and everything. I'm just saying, like, even if you're the best person in a place, they're gonna figure it out. Even if they have to do 2 people for your one spot, they're going to figure it out. It's unfortunate, you know, but it's the truth. I've had that situation happen to me. I was doing everything. They weren't understanding how much work I was doing. I ran a machine that other people didn't even know how to run. Like, my boss didn't even know how to run this machine. And, you know, they had trouble for like 6 months after I left, but eventually they figured it out, you know. I stopped caring. At first you're like, how they doing there? Oh, they're probably struggling, right? You're like, yeah, they don't even know how to use that machine you were using. And eventually it's like, you know, they bring in a technician, they teach somebody, it's gonna happen. I used to run this gigantic machine. It's like, as big as... I don't want to say exactly what it is, because you'll probably... I don't know, I like my privacy and stuff, and you could probably figure it out. It's like... so tall. It's like a building, pretty much. And it was a machine. As big as, like... maybe not a building, but, what could I compare it to? Like, if you're working in a warehouse with, like, a high ceiling, it went all the way up to the ceiling. And... can't... how big I don't know. It was pretty big, though. It was like a giant machine I used to run. Some people out there probably know what I'm talking about. Let's see. And no one else knew how to run it, except for, like, the technicians that install them. And they were always on the road and stuff. Let's do this. One more floor. And we'll go do the epic trials. Let's do this, just to make sure. Now we need skulls. And even though we don't have something making skulls, I feel like it happens. It's not going to take forever. You don't need something making skulls, but you could. Alright. Last battle. And we'll do epic trials, then maybe we'll have time for the Garyon team. Neophyte is here. Robert says, does Iron Hawk get used for its spell or only for its 3rd trait? Well, in most situations, it gets used for its 3rd trait. Mr. Extreme says a double kidney infection and an infection in my left foot. Oh, man. Hope you get better. That's a big old lawnmower. Supernova! I think you got gifted in the last live stream, Supernova. It was one where you weren't there, like, very rare. Allie says one of the main reasons I keep my stress low is kidney failure. Fighting to keep them working, that's why the no scouting. Yeah, I feel ya. I try to keep my stress low, too. You might hear me ranting and raving, but it's, like, cathartic. It doesn't stress me out. I actually feel better after I rant. It's like a releasing pressure, like a, whatever that's called. Venting. Venting. Exactly that. Whoops. I didn't mean to do that. Wrong button. Stealthy. Threw me off. Got the red. Let's just do this. Alright, now, let's do this, just to make sure. That's the one I wanted to devour the first time. Got this. Skulls. Ooh. Alright. Need skulls. There we go. Get out of here. You feel better after I vent too? You like to vent without stressing? Mr. Extreme, same here. I guarantee it. Most people in the chat like it, but there's a lurker that probably turned off the stream. There's probably some scout that doesn't report all the rooms or something. You know what I mean? Somebody out there going to floor 72 turned off the video already. You know? Alright. And I'm just trying to help. You're wasting time. I'm saving you time. So if you're out there scouting up to floor 70, I'm just trying to help. I'm saving you time and effort. You don't need to do that. Unless you're in a very crappy guild that you need to get out of and go join a better guild. Maybe there's a person that has their own guild, but you're so specific. You're like the Truman Show. The whole world's about you. You're like a very specific person out there. If you're like have your own guild that you're trying to build up and you're the scout and you're going to floor 70 something because you're trying to get all rewards because you're trying to build this guild that which I totally don't recommend. You should never start your own guild. We're too deep into the life cycle of this game for you to start your own guild. If you're looking for like hard mode, if you want to play the game on like extreme difficulty, like whatever they say on Duke Nukem or Doom when you're on the very hardest difficulty, put it in the chat. That's what you're doing by making your own guild at this point. You're putting it on I want to get destroyed or whatever it's called. Duke Nukem or Doom. You're putting the game on I want to get destroyed. It's too hard. It's too hard to make your own guild at this point. Maybe when the game was out for 2 years or 3 years, go for it. But now that it's been out for almost freaking 10 years, like, it's too hard to start your own new guild. You're going to have to build it up. People are going to look at it like it's not a good guild, so they're not going to join. You're not going to get good people. You're going to get crappy people. You're going to have to kick people out and find people every week. It's going to be stressful. Your guild statues, your guild bracket for Guild Wars, like, your stats, all that stuff, like, it's going to be low. You're going to have crappy people at first in your guild. It's going to take forever. You're putting it on, I want to get destroyed. That's what you're putting the difficulty on if you're making your own guild. And if you know that and you like that and you want to play it on hard mode, then, you know, make your own guild and be a guild leader of a new guild. It's better to, like, find a dead guild and, like, take over that guild instead of, like, creating your own brand new guild. Like, go find some guild that's in the top 100 that the guild leader fell asleep forever or something. And you just try to take it over. That's way better and probably easier than you making your own new guild and trying to build it up. It's not going to look good to everybody else. Like, they're not going to want to join it because it's new. You're going to be in bracket 8 billion in Guild Wars, and it takes another 10 years to get anywhere and go up in the brackets. You're never going to get there. It's putting it on, I want to get destroyed. Supernova says, yes, I think it happened twice now, and I'll never go hungry with all these subs. That's true. We have a good community. Dervicious says, I noticed everyone in the universe is using that Wand of Stars right now. Is that like a must-have that nobody wanted to tell me about? Yeah, it's really good. It's a good mana generation weapon. It's a good, like, curse all enemies weapon. It's got you can bless all your allies. Like, it's a good, like, I don't know what to do, I want mana generation weapon. Like with the Secret team, for example, from earlier, I'd rather use the Book of Brambles. It's the best weapon for that team, but you could use the Wand of Stars. It's like, I could use it. I don't know what else to use. I could use the Wand of Stars. Or if you don't have the weapon, but you do have the Wand of Stars, you could always plug it in. It's like a catch-all, cover-all. It uses all the colors. So for that team I was just using, I was doing Bane of Mercy, but I had no purple on my team. Well, Wand of Stars uses every single color, so it uses purple. I don't have to go look for a random purple weapon. I could just use Wand of Stars and still have a good weapon that uses purple. Instead of trying to find some random purple weapon, I can just plug in the Wand of Stars. I don't have to think about it too hard. That's pretty much when you use it. It is really good, but it's like a, hey, I need a weapon, and I need it to be purple. Well, Wand of Stars is every single color, so you don't have to go look for a random dingleberry bow or something that doesn't do what you want it to do. The Doomed Plunger. The Doomed Silly String. I'm using the Doomed Silly String because it's purple. The Doomed Butt Plug. I need my scrolls for the Doomed Butt Plug, guys. Going to floor 76, duh. Duh, I need scrolls for my Doomed weapons. You know, those really, really good ones. Those really good Doomed weapons. I need all the scrolls so I can level up all my Doomed... You know, remember the really good ones? It's not like the Doomed Glaive or the Doomed Axe or the Doomed Scythe. Or not even the Doomed Books. Not the Doomed Hammer. None of those. I need those scrolls. I gotta go to floor 70 million. Because I need to fully level that Doomed Silly String that I'm never going to use. And the Doomed Plunger, of course. Never going to use it, but I need those scrolls. I don't care about the Doomed Glaive. I don't care about the Doomed Books. I'm concentrating on the Doomed Butt Plug. And I really need those scrolls so I can fully level up the Doomed Butt Plug. And I've never heard about the orbs. You know, the scroll orbs with the vault event this weekend? No, never heard about that. So, yeah, I gotta go to floor 85 million in the Tower of Doom like I'm Steve-O climbing a building and jumping off the top. Just because I got, you know, my Doomed Butt Plug and my Doomed Silly String and my Doomed Plunger. Like, I think about them so much I, like, can't even sleep. They're just amazing, and I have to use them. I must level them all the way up. That's why I buy up in the shop way too high, and then I feel like I have to go to floor 70 million. Because I bought up way in the shop. I forgot about the orbs that give you scrolls. I forgot about the vault event that's this weekend. I forgot that I'm wasting gems and time. Like, I just want to be Steve-O. I want to, like, not think about everybody else. I just want to climb. I love to climb. I'm like the lady, you know, the big gorilla. The lady climbs the building. And... Alright, we got Epic Trials. We got all seasons, like the tires. We're on level 300. We're going Amira, Pride Guard, Emperor Corvash, Falconer. The most important troop on your entire team is the Falconer. It's got that summon. It can keep you in the battle. Like, summoning. You lose something, you summon it in. You lose another one, summon it in. Keeps you in the game. It starts battles with 50% mana, too. And summons in a Warhawk. You can Hunter's Mark. So when you're summoning the Warhawk, right, you're going to Hunter's Mark, too. Because you're casting this spell to summon the Warhawk. Right? So when you cast the Falconer to summon in a Warhawk because you lost a troop, you also get to Hunter's Mark. So you're going to Hunter's Mark the first slot, and then the Warhawk comes in with double skull damage to Hunter's Marked enemies. If you can find some skulls, like right after you summon in that Warhawk, and right after you Hunter's Mark that first enemy, you're going to do quadruple damage, quadruple skull damage. So that's my strategy. Of course, if you don't lose any troops, go with the Corvash, go with the Amira, go with the Pride Guard, you're probably fine. But if you start to lose troops, and you're summoning in Warhawks, why not use that quadruple skull damage that's better than anything else on this entire team? Why not sacrifice Amira, who's doing nothing? I don't want to... Not him. Don't sacrifice this guy. You know, he does a lot of damage. He can do almost 200 damage. That's pretty crazy. 200. If the enemy has 600 durability, it takes 3 casts. Corvash, if they have 600 durability, that means they have 300 HP. That means he's got to cast 6 times. So, you know, the Pride Guard would kill something quicker than the Corvash. Even though the Corvash does true damage, and it's hitting multiple enemies, so it does have that. It's draining mana. It's a useful troop on this team. It's just not the main way you're going to kill stuff. It's the main way. It'll help you stay alive. It's kind of like the Falconer. The Falconer summons in the Warhawk. It's helping your team survive. Well, the Corvash is helping your team survive by draining mana from, like, Tigraki. Has nothing to do with this true damage. He's not going to be the way you kill the enemy. I mean, it might be. If you don't lose any troops, and you get lucky, it might be the way you kill the enemy, but think about it. 50 true damage. Imagine they have 600 durability. So they have 300 HP. You're going to have to cast this 6 times to kill. With this guy, he has 200. He does 200 damage, or close to it. Something like 190, whatever. so it's close. So he'll 3 times he kills them. 600 divided by 200 is 3. So this guy will kill stuff faster than the Emperor Corvash. The skulls, the quadruple skull damage with the Hawk. That's quite a bit too. It's like 360 at 400 damage or something like that. It'll kill stuff in 2 hits. It's faster than doing Corvash or Amira or any of this. So the main ways to kill with this team are Pride Guard and War Hawk, not Emperor Corvash and Amira. If you happen to do it that way, though, that just means you got lucky, nothing died. You know, more power to you. But Amira, in my opinion, is the worst troop on this team, so why not put her in first slot? If you're going to lose anything, why not lose her? She's also stealthy, so she can't be hit by spells. She might survive a little bit longer. 20% chance to dodge. I've had that go off. The only enemy that's blue is the Corbin Half-Elf, which is stealthy, so you can't even target it unless you get it stunned. So that's my opinion. Amira's the worst. Why not put her in first slot? If she dies, it doesn't hurt your team barely at all. You still have your Pride Guard doing 200 damage, killing things in 3 shots. You still have your Emperor Corvash who can devour, who can drain mana and stun. And you still have your Falconer who can summon in. And I put her in last slot because I'm hoping, you know, Tigraki's going to target whatever. It's going to be random. Everything but Amira. And pretty much doesn't matter where you have it. So why not put it in last so skulls never get to it? Because otherwise they have no way to target you except for the Tigraki. So Tigraki's going to randomly pick out of these 3, no matter where your Falconer is. So why not put it on the bottom? So the skulls never get to it. So that's my reasoning for this order. And let's go see if it works. Glorfindel says, "Hey, Mike D, are you still here?" GM is like a job, that's the truth. I tried it one time and I couldn't do it. Mostly it was the death threats by the other guy, but you know. Neophyte says, "I feel that my Wand of Stars doesn't like me much. It has backfired quite a bit." Well, Neo, I would recommend picking that first choice most of the time. Maybe you're picking the second choice a little bit too much. I think the first choice has more chance of not backfiring. The second choice only has like purple and blue, right? Or purple and yellow. So maybe you're just picking the second choice too much. Try picking the first choice more and see if it's backfiring still. So the first choice has 4 colors. There's more of a chance it's going to hit something it's going to line up with something. If you're picking the curse option too much, it's only purple and yellow, and it might not go off. Cookie Man says, HR nudge nudge wink wink. I don't know. McDonald's. Mr. Extreme says, "That's why I'm crabby. I use wand with EK." Allie says, "We all get crabby, especially when dealing with pain." The Doomed jockstrap. Doomed jockstrap stinks. Doomed clown shoe. We all know someone with a doomed jockstrap. They need some cream. My doomed jockstrap has stains. I can't say doomed jockstrap fast. Doomed bike seat. Yeah, what do you need those scrolls for? I don't understand. I don't get why people do that, especially now with the orbs in the game. And just the leaderboard sucks. It's very selfish, really, to level up your doomed jockstrap. Selfish. All you care about is yourself, really. It's like you're putting up this thing, like you're acting like you care about everybody else in the guild, but you really just want your scrolls and you want to level up your doomed bike seat. The Doomed Clown Shoe. Conjure a random storm at the start of every turn. Doomed Shart. Allie says, "Would be cool if it was a graphic clown storm, dozens of clowns coming out of a car." Some people are scared of clowns, though, you know? They might get scared. They might get scared. Scared. Alright, so I love to get the Falconer up, but you also want to get up your Emperor Corvash, at least at the beginning of the battle. You want to drain that Tigraki. So we want brown, we want yellow. Or we want blue. Blue, brown, yellow. Let's take purple into brown. Let's get multiple matches. We don't want them getting Tigraki early. He could two-shot us. He might even one-shot us later on. So we got to be careful. You could just get unlucky here, and Tigraki could target like the Falconer and like take it out in 2 shots. All right, we got our Falconer. I'm gonna like save it right now. I want my Corvash. Before they get their Tigraki, who only has 3 mana, so it looks good. I should probably take brown instead, since he uses brown. Some skulls. Alright, so I'm going to wait until like they're closer to being full mana before I cast the Corvash. I got skulls again. Got skulls again. Alright, now. Man, so I gotta choose between skulls or draining the elephant. Should probably take the skulls, because well... Let's drain the elephant, maybe. There's skulls in 2 different spots. They're gonna hit me no matter what with skulls, so the drain was the move. Alright, let's do a Mira before she dies, I guess. I want to get that elephant out of here so I can start working on Tigraki. I want to hit it with skulls. Maybe we do the Warhawk. Let's do... Let's see. I'm going to take brown. I'm going to take brown again, I think. Or purple and red. We got yellow. Purple and red. The red's gone. I think brown. No, red. Okay. Some brown. Some brown. Oh no. Nope, he cast once, and of course he hits Falconer. Of course he does. Of anything, you know, 3 choices. 33% chance. And of course, the one thing I didn't want it to hit. Alright, we got everybody. Let's kill that elephant. Let's do this first. Look at that. 189 damage. Bye-bye, elephant. Let's cast a Mira. It might die. Or, you know, you could, like, maybe not cast it. That way... Well, it's gonna die, so let's just cast it. Wow. It's a lot of skulls. It's gonna hurt. Well, that's gonna hurt. It's a lot of red, too. Maybe we should do this. I don't know. That might have been a bad move. Alright, we need that Falconer again. I shouldn't have cast it there. I got the Corvash still. I need yellow and green bad. Oh no! Tigraki, stop it! Oh no, I'm screwed. Give me a turn! Wow. Alright. Well, I'm retreating. Tigraki hit my Falconer. That was unfortunate. It's not going to happen every time. It's a 33% chance that he hits that. Got unlucky. I like this, though. I like failing. It means that it's not easy. and then when you complete it, you feel better. And last time I used my Falconer right at the wrong time. So Tigraki hitting my Falconer, 33% chance that was going to happen. It happened. Then it happened again. And I cast my Falconer at the completely wrong time and wasted it. So that was my bad there. Alright, we need Corvash. I didn't even get off my Corvash at a good time. Alright, here we go. This is looking better. Let's go with him. 233. Maybe I hold my Amira. It's like kind of blocking my Pride Hunter. I don't like that. And maybe I do the... Maybe I do this like right now. Maybe I just hold it. If I took that the other way, they would have got skulls. That's why I did that. I hate that green is minused. Okay. Okay. No green, no red. Huh. Let's just do this now. Then we'll try to get it back. Concentrating, I will get to the chat. Got green, 1, 2, 3, it'll get skulls. I don't care that much. Ooh, I got him. Alright, we can kill this now. Alright, now we can work on Tigraki. Let's get it out of here. We'll steal its red. Especially, that was a good time. Right before they cast the Moneylender, I took that red out of there. I probably should have cast Warhawk because all the red on the board, but I made that mistake last time. I'm just going to save it. Okay, 224. Stealing your red. Yellow. We got nothing right now, so let's cast this, I guess. Put the red. Skulls. Oh, here he goes. Killed my Corvash. That's not too bad. Alright, let's get him out of here. I don't even care that it was 33. I just need him out of here. Let's summon in. Red and purple. No big deal. Red again. Red again. The only way they can beat me now is skulls. Which is cool because I could just keep summoning. They're not going to kill my Falconer. So I got this one. This one's under my belt. This is a win. This is a dub. Most likely, unless they have some crazy cascade of skulls that kills me all in one shot. I should probably get up my Falconer just in case. Come on, Falconer. Make me feel better. There's some yellow. Alright, we got her. I think we got this. Even if they got a crazy cascade of skulls and killed 2 or 3 of my troops somehow, I still got the Falconer up right now. I'm going to leave it. Amira hasn't died, surprisingly. Let's take red. Let's cast this. I don't know why. That's probably dumb. Okay, that's cool. I'm gonna bring in the Warhawk. so I can demonstrate. 1, 2, 3. Check it out. Hunter's marked. Gonna kill it. Ah. Might still work. Yeah. Alright, one-shot that thing. Ooh, we got it right here, too, but we don't have Hunter's mark. $195. Let's get the Falconer back up. You also get a free turn if you cast the Warhawk. I was watching somebody play, and they didn't even realize. They had the Warhawk up, and the enemy was Hunter's marked, and they could have cast it and got an extra turn and got free damage, but they didn't notice. But it's also blocking stuff, so maybe you just want to keep it full. Alright. Getting close. I like that I lost that first one. Makes me feel like I did something now. Instead of just destroying it in one try. It makes me feel better. That I lost and then I won. Like, it's actually not easy. You're not just going to steamroll it. If I was watching somebody else play and they lost and then won, I think that's more exciting too than somebody just steamrolling everything. I never like that. Whenever I'm watching a YouTuber playing whatever game, it doesn't even have to be Gems of War, I like to see them fail and then, you know, win after that. Like they learned something or they figured it out. They're not just steamrolling everything, looking up walkthroughs and guides, knowing the exact weak spot, knowing the exact element to use. That this boss is super weak to fire, and they're going in there with flaming underpants on like they already know. Like, that's annoying. I don't like that. I want them to go in there buck naked, try the boss, lose, figure out somehow that it's weak to fire on their own, instead of looking it up like everybody does on walkthroughs and guides and stuff. Look at, oh, if I put on, this boss is super weak to fire, so I'm going to run in there with my flaming bra and panties and win in, like, no time. That's so fun to watch. Everybody steamroll stuff all the time. So, I enjoy losing. Not like, I don't want to lose over and over and over and over and get mad, but if I lose once and then I win, that means, hey, I overcame something, I won, but it wasn't easy. I didn't steamroll it. Alright, I'll catch him in the chat now. Drain the elephant. The death threats keep me coming back, says Mr. Extreme. Wormskull says, doomed jockstrap, spell biosample, gives negative effect to everyone. Supernova says, the Hulk strat was the way I went. Yeah, in that second battle, like, my Amira just wouldn't die, or else I would have done the same thing. Jerry Springer. Supernova says, it helps to read the board also, or make a team that creates the color you want to use often. Take purple into brown. So what's coming in the new update? I covered it at the beginning of the video, but it looks like it's called the Underspire. It's some sort of dungeon slash like maze with a choice mechanic, like go this way or that way. Go to the garden or go to the armory or whatever. It says something about taking supplies in and not running out of supplies. And yeah, it's coming next Tuesday. That's mostly all I know about it. They're probably going to do some sort of new beginner tutorial. They're probably going to fix some bug fixes. They're probably going to put some sort of money thing in the game. Supernova says, Wand ×2 Vashtagon and Lep with Hierophant class, double green plus blue. Chad, 6'9", 69. Moni SoCal says, been playing over a year now and only have one base mythic. Any advice? No luck with chests. Save up your diamonds. Do your dungeon every day. Do Vault Event super hard this weekend. You can get diamonds there as well. Save up your event keys. There's a offer in the shop that gives you like 10 event keys every week. Spoils of War. So go grab that. Save your glory keys, you know, like, that's the only way. The only way you can specifically target certain mythics is to save up diamonds and save up event keys. Otherwise, it's all RNG. Just, you know, you're using your keys. You can do your PvP to tier 1 every week and get those glory keys, like 46 glory keys. That has a chance at mythics and legendaries when you do glory keys. Being in a good guild and making sure you get to chest level 6 every week and getting your 2,000 seals, that's another way to get mythics. I have a whole video on this. You could go watch it. It's called How to Get Mythics. It's like literally what you're asking. So after this stream, go to my channel and look up Gems of War, How to Get Mythics. Like I say all that plus more. Be luckier, says Robert. Anthony says, the best way to win this epic trial is to kill Tigraki Warrior before she kill Falconer. You can kill everyone else with Warhawk. Exactly. Robert says, joking aside, save your event keys when targeting Mythic from a specific kingdom definitely helps. And you can also craft them in the Soul Forge for diamonds. Exactly again. Ali says, okay, scouted floor 26 for Sinny, one and only scouting. Yeah, I'm not going to do it, but I'm going to go to it. So I appreciate it. Glorfindel says, honestly, Moni, don't worry. Mythics are not the be-in. Yeah. Some are terrible. Plenty of great teams that don't use them at all. Yeah. You don't have to worry about it, really, Moni. There's tons of good legendaries. There's tons of good epics, everything. There's good commons out there. Like, Thrall, who is a common, is better than, like, the worst mythics. It's crazy. You know, King Gobtruffle and Queen Beatrix and Magma Dragon and Gargoyle and Harpy Mage and Shoggoth. You know, all those are better than half the mythics, and they're just legendaries you get in the underworld. Divine Ishbala is better than some mythics. Just a legendary. Chalcedony, Secra, and Todd. Sometimes those are more solid than mythics. Rowan is better than a lot of mythics. Like, you're fine without mythics. It's just like a shiny, like, oh, a cat trying to hit a laser beam. That's what a mythic is. You don't really need it. The cat doesn't need the laser beam, it just wants it. Exactly what Glorfindel said and Robert said. Choose your own adventure, yeah. Kind of like what we did in our Gems of War After Dark a couple months ago. Not that I invented Choose Your Own Adventure, but Gems of War does D&D. Worm's Skull says, would be nice if they fix the pitchfork spell image issue on certain troops with the patch. Fix some bug fixes. Yep, that's what I said. I know. I when I said that, I was like, man, fixing some bug fixes. All right. But yeah, they do have to fix bug fixes because they don't fix it right the first time. So that's what I meant to say. Fix some bug fixes. All right, yellow. We want kind of like, I don't know, brown. Brown would be good. Yellow. Let's take brown. Brown again. Just racing that Tigraki, like somebody said in the chat. If it hits your Falconer, you're screwed. Okay, there we go. I'm not even going to wait until Tigraki gets to like 9 or 10, because that Moneylender can get it up in 1. We better take red right here. Maybe even Skullbait. So they're going to Moneylender. I'm going to take red. Could take purple and just get up. Let's take green, though. Let's take, purple, I guess? Green, red. We got green over here. Let's do that. Right, there's Moneylender, but I was taking red the whole time. He boosts off of gold or whatever. He might not even... Like, early on, he's not going to be too much of a problem. It's like if you let them hang in there and you don't kill that Tigraki, he can make a whole board full of red and get an extra turn, and then they cast Tigraki. It's annoying. There's almost nothing you can do about it. Just take red, I guess. Let's cast this guy, maybe. Start working on the elephant. Mr. Extreme. Start working on the elephant. Amira, I'm probably just gonna leave her up. Let's get up Falconer. The elephant has 8 out of 10. Take red. Let's get the skulls. Take some skulls off the board. Take some green off the board before the elephant gets up. And then we'll hit the elephant with the Pride Hunter. Maybe. 189. Okay, they got the elephant. Is there anything I can do? Guess I'll take burn. No, no, no. Green and red. Okay, maybe we just cast Amira. Or they're going to cast the elephant. Maybe I should throw on that Hunter's Mark. But then I'll be casting my Falconer. But I don't... I'm going to cast this. Alright, they missed. If I had put on that Hunter's Mark, man. But it's okay. I don't want to use my Falconer yet. She dodged. Nice. Let's let them take the green, then I'll get the skulls. So maybe we can cast Corvash, but... Or I'm going to get skulls next turn, right? They're going to take this green. They want to get up their elephant. Or they might cast their Corbin. But maybe they'll take the green, and then I'll get skulls. So what if I... I don't want to waste my... Let's just cast... I don't know. I don't know what to do here. I could, should I risk it? I don't care if I lose. Let's just do this. Alright, now... Got the skulls. Kill that. Take some red. Take some red. Ooh. Alright, we need the Warhawk. Let's bring it in. Okay, now we have to cast Corvash. But we got that quadruple damage, man, so we should risk it, maybe? How much is it gonna do? Doesn't say, Watch it kill my Falconer, though. Man, I want that damage so bad. It's Hunter's marked. It'd be 360 damage. It's not gonna, like, kill it, though. Just do this. I'm too scared. Maybe we'll still get it. Pride Hunter. Yeah. Bang! 384. Oh, come on, man. Oh, no! We're not out of the woods yet. Why'd you freaking hit Corvash, you jerk? Or why'd you hit the Falconer? My bad. I was thinking about Corvash because it was up. That sucks. Now I'm going to cast it like an idiot. Instead of waiting. Well, it might take me 2 tries on this one, too. It goes after my Falconer, like, every single time. It's crazy. Red. Red. Kill it with skulls, maybe? Alright. 141. Skulls. I'm not gonna run because I still have a chance. I don't like running anyway. skulls. Maybe we can get the slow win. Let's do this so they don't. Got the blue. Green. Red. Nothing. Cool. Okay. Now what? Nothing again? Oh yeah, of course. Of course you did. You're gonna give me nothing again? Oh my god. Finally. And they get skulls too. Of course they do. That was like 3 turns in a row that was just like catered directly to them. And I got nothing. Any blue? There we go. Blue and brown. Come on, baby. Of course not. Blue and brown. Of course not. There we go. Skulls. This might just take forever. I am behind. Red. Yellow, blue, and brown. They have none of that? Okay. Now they do, of course. Any brown or blue? No. Nah. Any brown or blue? Nah. Nah. You don't get any brown or blue. Oh yeah, and they get skulls. Cool. Alright, that one's dead. We're still behind. It's a skull battle, and they're slightly ahead. And they got an explosion that could just make skulls happen. Let's go, baby. Oh yeah, jumble right into some skulls. This is what always happens. I'm gonna get super close, watch. That's why you should just retreat. See? Whatever. I don't like retreating, but sometimes it is the answer, because it is fun to pull out those victories, but a lot of the time you'll just get really close and lose and waste a bunch of time. That was a I don't know. I feel like they got a bunch of stuff going their way there. Taking out my falconer again. What the heck was that? Brown. Yellow. Let's get up Corvash. Okay. Now I need to get up Pride Hunter. Take red. They'll take green. I will. I'm just saying colors right now because I really want to win and I'm concentrating. Red. Oh yeah. Here we go. Okay, we got Pride Hunter. Let's go. Maybe I should cast that on Tigraki, but got green. They got like better mana generation than us. They got Moneylender and the Corbin. He's got skulls. I got an extra turn. I'm gonna take skulls. I'm gonna cast Pride Hunter, most likely. No. Let's do this. Drain that Tigraki. It had 11. Then we get a blue extra turn. Now Pride Hunter? Okay. Just trying to get the elephant out of there so I can start working on Tigraki better. Take green. Let's take brown right now. Let's do green. Extra turn, okay. It's like the game knows you had bad luck in the last battle. There goes Pride Hunter, sweet. Summon in. Give Tigraki a bunch of red, of course. Oh yeah, baby. This is getting annoying. Taking out my special boys. Alright, I need to get up the Falconer. This would be a good example of winning without Corvash. If I can do it. Winning with the Warhawk. The free damage. Let's get him out of here. I need to get up the Falconer. There we go. Yellow and green. I hate making the red for Tigraki, though. He's gonna cast no matter what. That sucks. Coulda gave me skulls. Coulda gave me skulls. Probably gonna need Falconer again. Alright, who you gonna hit, buddy? Who you gonna hit, Tigraki? You gonna hit Falconer like a big a-hole? Are you gonna hit the fully charged? Oh, it can't hit Amira. That's another good reason to get rid of Amira. Give another option to the Tigraki. So right now he just has the 3 options. Okay, thank you for once. Jeez. Can you please? No! Alright, here we go. 200. They got so much mana generation, it's crazy. Yellow. Are you gonna hit it because it's fully charged? Of course you are. Of course you are. It's alright. Free damage. I'm probably gonna lose here. It's just like last time. I got really close. That'll give them skulls. Is there anything else? I should probably quit right now. Because any move I make gives them skulls, and they're going to kill Amira. If I take brown, they got skulls. If I take purple, they got skulls. And there's no other move on the board. So I lose. They're going to kill my Amira. Alright, we try again. No big deal. It's not everybody trials. It's not easy trials. Hey, and this makes for a longer stream, because I'll probably keep trying until I win. Got red and brown. So what am I doing wrong? I feel like I'm just getting unlucky. And that's probably not the best way to think. Maybe I should change something up. I keep banging my head against this wall, especially if I lose here. Yellow gives them skulls. Do I really care, though? Maybe I want that Warhawk faster. Maybe I sacrifice the Amira faster. Let's get up Corvash if we can. Nope. Kill my Amira. Why not? Just gonna try going all in on this, we got green. Come on, man. Golden Cog. I'll answer your questions here in a sec, sorry. Intense battles. Brown and blue. Tigraki, please don't. Please don't, man. Don't do it again. Miss. Alright, we need Falconer bad. No yellow, of course. Let's take the red. There's Falconer, okay. Okay, here we go, here we go. Tigraki, ya ass. I need that yellow. There's Falconer again, come on, baby. Give me the skulls now, please. Be nice. Be nice. Come on, give me the skulls. That's all I need. There you go. One more time. One more time. I'm gonna do this. Let's grab this. One more time, baby. There we go. Alright, Tigraki's dead. Finally. We got it. Took me a couple tries. Just need that Falconer and we got this. But see how the Warhawk was the thing that killed everything? I was just not even doing my own strategy. I was getting unlucky mostly, but... And I don't know. It's whatever you think. I wasn't able to apply my own strategy. Like, the situation wasn't conducive. See, look at the Warhawk just crushing stuff. Like, I should have been doing that from Jump Street, but just stuff wasn't happening to where I could. Amira was surviving, or they were taking out my Falconer first. So we got this one for sure. The Warhawk did its thing. Pride Hunter. That almost like proves my point even more. Me losing in the way that it happened kind of proves my strategy works. Which is weird. Because then the way that I won was the way that I said I would. It just, I couldn't make it happen the first couple times because of all the bad luck. Green. Bang. Let's see. Let's do the Falconer Warhawk thing if we can. Can't do it right now. Hit me with skulls. Green and yellow. We got Pride Hunter. That's like over 200. 237. 101. Come on. I probably have to go after this. The Garyon, like, team. I don't know. Maybe I'll try it real quick. I feel like I'm, we've been going for 2 hours and 15 minutes. Because of this freaking Epic Trial. The Epic Trials always make all my videos longer. Anytime it includes the Epic Trials. The weekly preview is like 10 minutes longer because of it. This live stream's probably like 45 minutes longer because of it. But there we go. Got it done. How many times did I lose? On level 300, I lost once, and then I won. And then on level 350, I lost, what, 2 or 3 times, and then I won? Wasn't that big of a deal. And everything I said would work, worked. It just, you have to make it happen. You have to have the Warhawk in there, you have to have them Hunters marked, and you have to take skulls. Like, to make that all happen, it's going to take a couple tries, maybe. Especially if Tigraki's hitting your Falconer with... If you can lose Amira quicker, like, that might be some advice. Like, I don't know how it would happen. Maybe you skull bait, let them hit your Amira with skulls. You summon in a Warhawk, and now you have 4 troops to choose from. Tigraki has 4 troops to choose from instead of 3. Amira is off the table because she's stealthy. So when you have Amira still there, Tigraki's more likely to hit your Falconer with true damage and one-shot it. Because there's only 3 choices. You see what I'm saying? So once you lose the Amira and it's dead and it's out of there, then you summon in a Warhawk, now you got 4 choices. It's only a 25% chance that they hit your Falconer. So that's what was happening the times I lost a lot. I still had Amira up. There's only a 33%. It was more of a chance it was going to hit the Falconer, and then it would. Alright, I'll catch up in the chat. If you got that team, Glorfindel, I'll try it real fast, but go ahead and type it back in while I'm catching up in the chat. We'll try one Garyon team. What time is it? Ugh. It's almost 1 o'clock where I'm at. Where should we do it? Let's just go to a random, difficulty 12. Garyon, the new legendary. And I need Garyon. There we go. It's not leveled. Alright, let's catch up. Fix some bug fixes. Moni SoCal says, I raised my Queen Bee to Mythic and did 1 medal on her, thinking my Tina that's raised to Mythic would be good to medal. Yeah, Tina's a good one to medal, right? I'm pretty sure. Can't remember. It all depends on what stats they get when you medal them. You really want to medal like High King Iron Gut, Phoenicia, Scourge of Honor, Mistralis. You want to do all of those before you do stuff like Tina and Queen Beatrix. Queen Beatrix really doesn't gain anything from being medaled, so... I did a video like on that too, so yeah, I have a back catalog of a bunch of different videos, and for some reason people haven't been, not you, like just in general, people haven't been watching them, but I got a video on that, like the ultimate medal guide 2023. I did it like 3 weeks ago, and it talks about which troops to medal first and how to farm medals. Same with the how to get mythics video, that's out there too. Like, I have everything you could ever want on my channel. You just got to type it in on my channel, and it's probably there. I've been doing this for 6 years. So my back catalog has, like, everything you could ever want. Pretty much. Some of it might be a year or 2 old, but you can still get some value out of it. And you could say, hey, type it in the comments on that video. Like, hey, you want to do an update to this video? This is from 2021. And then I'll be like, okay, that's a good idea. I didn't think of that because I'm not looking at all my old videos like all the time thinking about making an update to an old video, which I should, but that would help if somebody commented that. Hey, this video is good, but could you do an update for 2023? There's a how to get mythics video. There's a ultimate guide to metal farming. There's a top 20 mythics. There's a mythic tier list. There's class tier list. There's delve guide with like 1 million videos on it. Then there's a video that summarizes that whole playlist down into like 30 minutes or something, if you don't want to watch the whole thing. There's teams for every single faction. There's every single Guild Wars Colors team. There's everything. There's gold farming, soul farming. There's vault events. There's everything. So if you just go to my channel and go to my search bar on my channel and type in whatever you're looking for, it's probably there 99% of the time. But I love the questions here at the live stream, so I'm not talking to anybody here. I'm just saying, like, in general, it's kind of like... The back catalog, I wish more people would watch it. Watch that stuff. It's all there. Everything you could ever want. You don't need like a new video from today to get the info. Sometimes the info is already there on the channel. Dervishus says, do you think all of your trial troops need to be fully ascended or medaled to do these epics? Depending on what level you are and like what you have for your other stats. Like, I usually medal them because it's just like, why not? Because usually they're not mythic, or you might have 1 legendary or something. So I have enough enough medals to go ahead and do it. But for the average person, maybe you don't medal them and you just try to do what you can do. There's some people out there that are just getting 1 copy of the pet and then they can use an orb on it. I mean, the vault event is this weekend. If you can't get it done and you're too low level, and See if you can get one copy, and then you can use your minion orb on it. You never have to worry about it again. Tina is good to metal. It utilizes all stats in one way or another, but maybe keep the orbs or metals for later. Troops like Phoenicia or Mistralis. Cinny has a meddling video too. Yep. Brad's glass, dude. I was getting there. Dervisha says going after the Falconer was a bug fix. Yep. Moni SoCal says, are Mistralis and Phoenicia from chests? I don't have the orbs to craft mythics in Soulforge. Yeah, they're from the chests. Phoenicia's from Suncrest, and Mistralis is from Stormheim, I think. Robert says, wow, matching their mana color when none of your troops has it just so the enemy doesn't get it is some underrated strat. Yep. Hey, if you have nothing else going on, why not match their colors and take it off the board so they don't get it? If you can't have it, or if I can't have it, you can't have it either. I'm taking my ball and going home. Supernova says, well, Cinny, we all know that the AI cheats, cleanses itself with no troops or class to do so. And I swear to God, it knows exactly what's coming next. It knows what the sky gems are. It knows the next row that's coming, the next row after that. It has to. Why would it not? You know what I mean? Like, the game knows what's going to fall from the sky. And the AI team knows exactly what's going to fall from the sky. Why would it not? The game has to know that. And the team is played by the AI who knows that. So they have an advantage over you. You have an advantage in the fact that you go first, but they have an advantage in that they know what's going to fall next out of the sky, I bet you. Glorfindel says they will cycle round in the forge or be in the event chest on their Kingdom's Week. If you have Tina, then that's an awesome first mythic to have. Exactly. If you're worried about mythics and the only one you have is Tina, that's a top 10 mythic you got right there, and it's really, really good, and it can probably carry any team that you put it on. It could be your tank, it could be your damage dealer, yeah. Only thing it can't be is a mana generator, but you got plenty of those. You could use Thrall, you could use Bork. Bork would go good with Tina. Dwayne Martin says, I just got Tesla, don't have Holy Saint Astra, so what would be good teams? Just do you got Orpheus's Verse or the Wand, or Leprechaun. Just do Tesla, and then go look up human weapons, or just use Mountain Crusher or Reflection of Good or Essence of Evil or the Wand as your weapon. And then, or you could do Shield of Erskaya to boost your armor to make her hit harder. And then you just need a mana generator like Leprechaun or Thrall or Bork or something that converts to red or something that converts to blue. So Tesla's really strong. You don't have to have Holy Saint Astra. It's just, the best if you have her. You could even use Tesla with something else like Queen Beatrix or something that does true damage. But I usually go Tesla. Then just a mana generating sandwich. Put your hero on top with a weapon that blows up the board. Put Leprechaun on the bottom that, is empowered and blows up the board. Now you got two things, blowing up the board, getting up the Teslas, and then you just cast the Teslas. If you're not killing in one shot or two shots, then maybe you need Shield of Erskaya or Golden Cog or something, or some other way to boost your armor so she hits harder. But mostly you just do a mana generating sandwich around her. Robert says, is every mythic included in the Soulforge rotation? Almost every mythic. There's 117 or 118 mythics right now. And I would say, 100 of them are probably in the cycle. Stuff like the Diamantina and the other dragons that you get from opening eggs are not in the Soulforge cycle. Zathinos is not. Sulgoth, Enraged Kurandara. Those type, the bosses, the boss troops. So anything that's red, the red cards, are not in the Soulforge cycle. But they're there, all the time. Zul'Goth you could craft whenever you get the ingredients to craft it. It's always there. Same with the Zathinos. The dragons, if you get enough Dragonite, you can always try to open an egg and get them. So that's why they're not in the Soulforge cycle. They're made a different way, but they're always available if you have the ingredients type of stuff. I think that's all of them that aren't available. And then, there's new mythics, like campaign mythics will come into the game. They want you to spend money on those campaign mythics, so they're not in the cycle for the first like 2 months or 3 months, because they're wanting you to buy the campaign pass and get that mythic. So they're not gonna like put it straight into the Soulforge cycle and have it RNG come out the next week when they were just asking money for it. So there are some mythics that were in the campaign pass or some other paid thing that it takes 2 or 3 months, but then they are in the Soulforge cycle later on. That's how free-to-play gets them eventually. So you can get everything in the game as free-to-play, except for like Death Knight armor and like Ring of Wonders and stuff like that gives you an advantage, like that kind of stuff. Every troop, like almost every pet, I think, like almost every weapon, there's some weapons that you have to pay for, but almost everything in the game you can get is free-to-play. Even the mythics that are only, like the campaign mythics you have to pay for, they are available to free-to-play later on. You just gotta have patience. Being free-to-play is like the ultimate test of patience and like planning ahead and saving. Glorfindel says, Dwayne, think more the double blue or red banner in a team that uses Thrall or Leprechaun. That'll get Tesla up real quick. Think Golden Cog Weapon and Clockwork Sphinx too, because they boost armor. Yep. For example, Golden Cog, Clockwork Sphinx, Tesla, Leprechaun. Yep, that's a good one. Yeah, I wasn't thinking like maybe he doesn't have 2 Teslas. That's a good thought. Anthony says, best team ever, no matter the class or banner. It still don't like a team with Enraged Kurandara and Lion Tower, but it eats everything else. I can't see that because I can't take it from here to the PlayStation, but maybe somebody else can see it. Lord Augustin. But I appreciate the team code. Like, I'm not... Gary on, my wayward son. Glorfindel says, Wand of Stars, Ironhawk, Garyon, King Bloodhammer. I should have remembered that. Alright, let's go get the team. I did get the Epic Trials done, by the way. It took me like 5 tries to get the last 2 battles done, but I got it done. I'm like irritated in the moment when it's one-shotting my Falconer out of nowhere, but after I get it completed, I'm more happy than if I would have steamrolled it. Because I know there's other people out there that probably aren't going to get it done. I got it done, you know? There's probably other people out there that won't get it done. So you got to be happy that you got it done and that you didn't just steamroll it. If you steamroll stuff, that means everybody's going to get it. And it's like not even special. I think someone's knocking at my door, maybe. I really got to get off here soon. I got to hurry up and do this team. I'm going to be rushing around trying to finish all my work. Did not mean to stream this long. Wand of Stars. What was the last thing? Ironhawk. I always find it weird when there's an Ironhawk on a team and it's not like a Vault, a Quick Clear, or like a Chalcedony or something. Ironhawk. Ironhawk. Alright, I got all the troops. Now I just need the order. Wand of Stars, Ironhawk, Garyon. Okay. Geomancer. Challenge me not to say Glaceon. What's the banner? Kraken. What's the Kraken banner? Is it some sort of brown banner? Yep. And then, you said class Geomancer. Yeah, sometimes troops are good, but there's already something better in the game, or sometimes troops are good and then something better comes into the game. You said it should be obvious. Alright. Let's go lock it in by fighting a battle. I don't think you need to do that anymore, but it's like a habit. Trying a Garyon team. We're 2.5 hours into this live stream. Purple. Got the yellow. Got Ironhawk. The purple again. I'm gonna do this. Got itself right back up. That's kind of why you don't want the wand in first slot. You kind of want it not in first slot. Because it takes in every single color. So when you cast it and you blow up the whole board, it's just going to get itself right back up. It's kind of like a good weapon to catch colors that you're not already using, like further down in the team. Put it in first slot, it's just going to keep getting itself back up. Green to blue. And purple to Doomskull. Hey, we got it. And got this. When would you cast this, or would you? Let's try it. One more skull. One more. Let's just, let's see. Forget which colors. I think we have that. That's cool that it makes the blue and then you use the, King Bloodhammer. That's what I was looking for. When I first saw this troop, I was like, okay, so we need something that uses blue, whether it turns it to skulls or it uses the mana, and then something that makes purple would be good too. And you have no green troops, which is good because you're converting away green. Are there links to the back catalog on your Discord? No, it's just go to my channel, I click on my face, and then there's like a little search bar you can do. Finally done with cleaning! Alright, Funky Town. Anthony says, Wand of Stars, Centuragon, Zulgoth, Leprechaun. Supernova says, why do people dunk on Ironhawk? It's a good mana generator and might kill the first slot. Yeah. I never like... Yeah, I probably need to try it more, I guess. He gets, typecast. He's like Jim Carrey. Ironhawk's like Jim Carrey. Or whatever, I guess that's not a good example. Like, Jim Carrey is Ace Ventura, or... Like, what's an actor that's super typecast? That's Ironhawk. He's typecast into being, the quick, clear Explorer 1. Can't get any other movies because everybody sees him as the quick, clear Explorer 1. Like McLovin. McLovin. Ironhawk is McLovin. He's never going to not be McLovin. He can't get another movie unless he's McLovin. That's what Ironhawk is. If you're not using it for Explorer 1, Vault Event, stuff like that, it's McLovin. That's what Ironhawk is. You've seen that movie, Superbad. Green to blue, I gotta always think about it. I think we have it. McLovin might be really good in other movies. Like Ironhawk might be good on other teams. But nobody gives McLovin a chance. It's always McLovin. Let's try it. Let's do it again. Let's do the McLovin. Steven Seagal, yeah, he's just like in a billion movies as the same guy. That's like slightly different. It's almost the same, but it's slightly different. Like Chuck Norris is just Chuck Norris, but he's in like a billion movies. Steven Seagal is just Steven Seagal, but he's in like a billion of the same kind of movies. McLovin, you can't make a billion McLovin movies, right? So he's typecast as McLovin. Steven Seagal is typecast as Steven Seagal, so he can still make a bunch of movies where he's just doing judo and stuff. Aikido. Chuck Norris can still, like, do the splits and, you know, karate kick you with jeans on and a cowboy hat. You can make a billion movies about a guy doing splits with jeans on and a cowboy hat. You can make a billion movies about a fat guy doing Aikido. You can't make a billion movies about McLovin. It's pretty close, though. It's almost the same thing. Alright, one more try, then I gotta go. I'm just running out of time. I wish I could stay longer. I had fun. You guys are awesome. Thank you for the support. We got the epic trials done. We showed the Tower of Doom with a bunch of, like, little tips and strategies and stuff you don't even think of. Like, why don't you get the magic scrolls? Well, I totally explained it earlier. It's not worth it. Why don't I like power scrolls? Well, I explained it earlier. City of Thieves and why you keep it at 20/30. I explained that earlier. We had a lot in this live stream. I ranted and raved about Tower of Doom. And the leaderboard and how stupid it is. It's a pretty good live stream. We had a couple hiccups here and there, but mostly good. Blue. Buckle my shoe. I'm just gonna keep casting this for fun. Where are you at, Gary On? Gary On. Gary On. There you are. Purple. Blue. Let's just do it. And Gary On's more than just the double convert. Double convert is good. And anytime you see something that converts one color to skulls and then another color to another color, it's probably pretty good. And there's some underrated troops out there that do that. But it also has drain 2 mana from all enemies. And it also has poison and stun a random enemy with magic 4 or more gems. And it also has summon a Doomstorm. So on top of it already being good, having a double conversion, it has all that other stuff at a 20 mana cost. So it's pretty good. I haven't got to mess with it too much, but it's probably not going to be bad. It might even be better than like Morthani's Darkness. It might not be like a top 10 legendary. There might be other things. You got to look at that for like. You can look at it in a vacuum and say it looks like it's good, but there might be other troops that do the same thing better. So you got to make sure well, I'm going to use this troop for like a week or two. Make sure it's just not something else that's slightly weaker. But on paper and in a vacuum and just using it real quick a couple times, it seems pretty good. Like it's an A tier, A minus legendary. B plus. It's got a lot of stuff going for it, and it's a double converter. The worst thing about it is probably that it's a monster. It would be nice if it was like some other typing that you could 50% start or make a full team of. It's probably the worst part about it is that it's a monster. Let me show that team code, then I have to go. I'm going to be rushing around like a chicken with its head cut off the rest of the day. Alright, there you go, team code. Thank you very much, Allie, for the gems. No problem, Moni SoCal. Anthony says the team code I've sent before. Thank you for typing out the team, Anthony. Gary On and a Scorpius team. That's a good idea. The wand is a permanent Soulforge edition, I'm pretty sure. Oh, I forgot to change my medals. Hold on. I didn't have the Anu on. So, it could be slightly better than what I showed. Okay, now I gotta do one more. Steven Seagal. Ironhawk is like the D&D wizard. Supernova says, I want to see McLovin as a McDonald's breakfast menu item. Chad doesn't know who McLovin is. You gotta watch Superbad. You'll like it, probably. It's funny. Alright, thank you, Chad. Posted the team code in the server. Carry on, my wayward son. Alright, let's try this one more time with the Anu on. Like losing my voice in my brain. I'll quietly play this battle. Okay. Purple. We got this. Okay. Blue. No. Let's just do this. Blue. No. Alright. Do this. Alright, we got everybody up. Purple. Blue. No. Huh? Okay. Let's just do that. Blue. Purple. No. What? Let's take the red. Now we got the blue. Purple. Okay. Come on now. Finish them off. Finish them off. No? So close. Do that. Now they're dead. I think it's good. He said don't mention Glaceon because Glaceon pretty much does the same thing as like peanut butter and jelly with King Bloodhammer. Glaceon, Garyon, they're pretty similar. They even have similar names. That's funny. Glaceon and Garyon. Glaceon. I've said it like a million times now, so I lost. Glaceon, Ice Armor, yellow to blue, red to Doomskull. Freeze the strongest enemy. Maybe it's a better Glaceon. Because when you have Glaceon, you change the red to Doomskull, and King Bloodhammer uses red. Garyon does green to blue. Nobody uses green. Blue, you use. King Bloodhammer turns it to Doomskull. Purple to Doomskull, you don't use purple either. So it might be like a slightly better version of Glaceon. It's got a Doomstorm, Poison and Stun, Drain 2 mana. And Glaceon's always been like a top 20 legendary type. The Ice Armor's nice, but are you ever really using him as a tank, though? He's not usually on like the top of the team on a player team. So, you know, Garyon might be a slightly better Glaceon, and Glaceon's like a top 20 legendary or top 25 or something like that. So that's about where I would say Garyon fits in. Seems like a slightly better Glaceon. And it has a similar name too. Garyon, Glaceon. It's like they were thinking about Glaceon, like, have we made a troop like Glaceon lately? Oh, we should probably make another one of those. Let's call it Blaceon. Balaceon. Let's call it, you know, Waceon. No, we'll just call it Garyon, you know, not Blaceon. Not Glaceon. We'll call it Garyon instead of Glaceon. We'll just take out the L, you know, instead of putting the B instead of the G, instead of making it Blaceon. That's too obvious to make it Blaceon. Let's make it Garyon. They won't even know. Well, they won't even know that's just Glaceon, slightly different. Garyon. We just took out the L. Stupid idiots. Alright. I gotta go. They're cousins. Glorfindel, thanks for giving that a spin just for fun. No problem. Thank you for the support. Joshua, thank you so much for being a member for 7 months. Appreciate that. Does Ironhawk actually have a non-Vault team home now? Supernova seems to think so. I like it. I just never think about it as a addition to a team. It's McLovin to me, like I was saying earlier, so... I'm going to get out of here, though. Like, share, subscribe, consider joining. Helps a lot. Tell your guild about the channel. Comment below. I'll see y'all later today. No, later. I'll see you tomorrow for the class event video. And then normally I put out like a guide or list video later in the day on Thursday. So look out for those. They fly under the radar. I know it's Thursday. No one's looking at Gems of War on a Thursday. But it's just like I'm just doing the class event. So I feel like I want to do another video because the class event is boring. So I want to put out some other video to, help the day. And kind of flying under the radar lately on Thursday, which I get it. It's Thursday, the middle of the day. Who's looking for a list or guide video on a Thursday? But you guys will now. So, yeah. Check out Thursdays around like noon or, dinner time, something like that. I've been putting out extra videos on Thursday for Gems of War. All right. Thanks for joining me today. Wonderful. Joshua. Chad. Joshua with the 7 months. Glorfindel with the 2. Thank you so much. You're a legend. Supernova. Dervicious. Lady Alfred, a.k.a. Sane. Anthony Vinci. We got Sane. We got Supernova. We got Ali Bandy. Thanks for the gems. We got Glorfindel. We got Dervicious. Moni SoCal. Thank you, Moni. I love questions. I love when people come to the stream and they ask questions. It helps keep the stream going. And my, 50% of the channel is like I really, really love helping beginners. And that's why I started. I don't know. I still love it. Funky Town, Texas. Congratulations. New one on the way for Funky Town. We had a couple birthday boys in the last live stream, and now we got a... Funky Town having a child soon. Mr. Extreme. Lord Augustin. Anthony. Glorfindel. Moni. Dwayne Martin. Also bringing the questions. Robert Balazzi. Dervicious. Glorfindel. Tyrion Shork. Worm Skull. Mr. Extreme. Anthony. Moni. Cookie Man 420. Glorfindel, Supernova, Wormskull, Effie was here. Other Barry. I don't even know if I said your name earlier, Other Barry, but thank you so much for being here, Other Barry. I'll say it 3 times now. Glorfindel, Ali, Mr. Extreme, Cookie Man, Neophyte. Robert, Other Barry, Cookie Man, Sane. Trying to find someone. Rain Man. Switcheroo. Mark Joey. 1305. Robert. Wormskull. Chad. Cookie Man. Brandon was here today. Thank you for the spoilers. Anytime you guys see something before me, just send me a DM on Discord. It helps a lot. Sane. Effie. Dwayne Martin. Moni, Effie, Funky Town, Texas. Lil Funky Town coming soon. Got Sane with the gifted. Thank you so much. Really appreciate that. Continued that support. Helps keep the channel going. Crisp Purpose. Taryn was here today, everybody. We got Taryn. We got Crisp Purpose in the chat today. Eli's Sampson. Moni. Dwayne, Crisp. All right, y'all. That's it for today. Have a good one. Mike D was here, if I didn't say Mike D. All right, y'all. Have a great one. You guys are the best. I'll see you next time. Thursday, class event in the morning at reset. And then another video after that, most likely. Most likely. Not guaranteed, but it has happened the last, 5 weeks in a row. We had the metal farming video. We had the Guild Wars Teams All Colors video. We had the Gems of War Dying video. We had a lot of stuff, so check it out on Thursday. Anyway, I'm out of here. Peace out. You guys are the best. Have a great day.